assumed it was a very basic pistol.
I'm sorry, the brand pistol that we have is not what you wanted, but, we may have other items that you're interested in.
So I'm going after the second item, which is gear score 2 and a 65% chance. Screw you, game!
Sam, I'm going to be doing that for an item as well.
Right,
I find nothing.
Yeah, find it.
I'm pretty sure you can spend focus on it, Debbie. It's not marked risky, is it?
I don't believe so.
So, I mean, how much focus do you have? We're probably going to sleep at some point. You might as well burn some.
I mean, you're going to sleep during the surgery.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If he's doing it during the same time frame for when you guys came back, he's got to eat from the focus he already had. He hasn't rested yet.
Do you have any left?
Focus?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're going to wait until you've rested, though. But I don't know if you have any focus left from last time.
No, he used most of the readiness from before, so.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Well, go ahead and spend a focus and reroll.
I'm going for the pistol again.
Alright.
Got worse.
Dun dun dun.
And I will spend one more to go after the rifle.
Oh, wait. Instead of drone's expendable. No, I don't want it.
Oh, I got the rifle.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
So I have to remove the pistol from my character sheet.
Remember, you don't have a spacesuit anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm rebuying a lot of stuff.
Spusu Sutu.
I know things that went away, things that got left behind. Sam was one of the things that got left behind.
Question. So if the gear score is 0, does that mean it's just available, or do I still have to roll?
I believe it's just a.
Yeah, I think it's 0. It's just available.
No, 95%
Oh, 95.
chance.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
could just be really
95%.
unlucky.
Yeah,
You walk up and down the aisle of the supermarket for a half hour trying to find that one cracker brand, and it's staring at you in the face the entire time.
It's just not
You never
there.
see it.
It's you're getting Lay's instead of Ritz. Enjoy.
Ritz. And
I'm
late. That's buying chips. That's not even the same category of snack food.
Listen, I said it was really unlucky.
Can I be lucky?
That's like scales of action unlucky.
Hello.
Hello?
Saying
hello.
hello to stream people.
Hi,
That's basically saying I'm looking for baked goods and go to a fried food place.
I'm looking for my...
I'm looking for my son.
Where is him?
If you throw roses at my son's feet,
Sean! Jason.
Jason.
Sean!
Did somebody press X?
Yeah, poor Heavy Rain.
Happy 5-month anniversary, Tygon.
Thank you. Happy 4-month anniversary to you.
Wait, what?
They subbed on the Twitch.
Descriptions.
Sorry, what?
We're busy being people subscribed on Twitch, and we're patting ourselves on the back for giving Zev money for many months in a row. Remember, you too could also give Zev money for doing the things that he loves to do, which is make games and play them. And sometimes get shot in various VR games.
Speaking of, there is a Patreon now.
To be perfectly fair, though, I'm giving Seth Amazon's money.
See, I can't do that because, you see, I have a shared account, and my husband gives our Amazon money to somebody else.
That bastard.
So instead, we give Zev money out of our own pocket, which I guess isn't as good to Zev.
Okay, you now has a scatterline unit. I'm even more obnoxious to look at.
Weren't you going to dedicate some money to buying like a fishbowl helmet?
Okay. I've actually done that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that got done at some point.
I guess I've been subscribed 4 months now.
All right.
A happy 4-month anniversary.
Happy 4-month anniversary.
I'm not sure who's getting the money from that because it isn't me, but
It'll eventually
someday.
get a certain amount of money before it'll actually cash you out.
Yeah.
It has to be like $200, and I think they take like 50 or 60% of your monthly subs. I don't know.
It's hard to
I
say.
thought it was like 60%.
I said 50 or 60, something like that. Which, I mean, granted, they are doing the hosting and all that shit, so, I mean, they are supplying a good portion of it. You're just whoring yourself out for cash.
Highway robbery.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, isn't this what the entire brouhaha over Steam is all about?
I
Bruh.
don't know. Yeah.
Brahaha? Brahuhu?
Oh,
Yeah,
everyone's
the
everyone's
percentage.
failing on Steam because of how much they take for the prettier company that's out there now.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like I think Steam takes 30% and Epic only 15 or so.
Anyway, welcome to another wonderful game of Hazda Havahazava.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I forgot actually how I was gonna say it, but that's gonna work for right now.
Benedict Snookerdick.
Hookasis Hakasis.
What does this have to do with Sherlock Holmes?
Exactly.
It is a mystery game fraught with investigations.
Sweet.
And Sam being entirely too lazy because she just realized this map she designed didn't have a wall. There's a fourth wall that is missing, and everything's gonna spill out into the multiverse.
Fair enough.
Alright, so now that we've gotten that handled, we are coming back from your guys' latest wonderful adventure, and it is amazing to me how my method of speech has changed so much over the years as a result of my players. I just had to like curb myself from saying some words.
Mhm.
Alright,
Uh-huh.
you guys briefly popped in.
I would
and
say
out.
you're being paranoid, but no, you're entirely justified in watching out for that. You should really like keep on that, actually.
I know, I'm doing my best. I actually, like, every once in a while you'll notice I'll pause because I'm thinking and reordering what I'm going to say. Because there's a little flag that goes off and says danger.
You were
That
about to make
word
a
is
band
trap.
reference.
This sounds entirely paranoid to me.
Yeah.
You know, that is really a sign of a true set of players if you can make your guide or DM extremely paranoid about just talking. Okay, so the big thing that happened is you guys were in and out of locational space where you guys would have had access to relays. Your various toggles have received messages.
Does that mean that Zuri got a whole lot of like
Control-V.
personal emails that she now can't respond to and is currently freaking out planetside?
Well, I'm just gonna say, yeah.
That's what happens with
all those. Well, the thing is all her backlogged ones just got to Amelia, and then all the ones Amelia had backlogged got to her. So we're gonna be going over that. Unfortunately, I think Control-V lost his toggle and everything.
Yeah, it's getting very bought.
Yeah, but it unfortunately didn't exist for the purposes of getting the transmission. So, unfortunately, you're not gonna have any transmissions because yours picked up the transmissions and is still out there.
Floating away.
And since you guys are kind of in a dead spot because they kind of prefer to be with this station because they don't want chatter going on, you don't really have access to the messages you've already downloaded on your other toggle, which is sitting out there in an enemy station.
No, I figure since everything else got sucked out, it's now floating towards Jupiter.
It could still be floating around on the asteroid. There's a little bit of, like, it would have some little pull, I think, but maybe it's floating off.
It'd be fairly
Hard to say.
substantial.
Alright, so, the party has gone on a grand adventure and come back. Do you guys want to do a recap? I did give big cash prize last week for good recap.
Yeah, I feel like I did my recap. If somebody else wants to,
Yeah, I believe you did give a big cash prize for recap.
I haven't done one in a long time. Let me see how much I can remember, having not taking the time to re-listen to the episode yesterday. Okay. Last game session, having hold on, I have to choose my words more carefully because I don't like to use the term "screwed the pooch."
You're not going to do this in the form of a letter to Zuri that doesn't get sent?
No.
I really wanted a Captain Cisco-esque computer delete entire previous episode.
Oh. Oh.
Well, the thing is, unless I misinterpreted, she had already sent an email to Zuri about that, which might have not been entirely truthful.
The last one on there may not be sent yet.
Maybe.
But I love it. Okay, so we had royally messed up the job of simply breaking in and stealing candy from babies. If I understand our cargo correctly.
Not babies!
They actually had pretty decent security, all things considered.
Yeah, they actually did. It was actually because you guys are actually a fairly decent level. I gave you, I thought was an appropriate. So.
Oh no, I meant because they were like building all this stuff for kids' parties.
Oh, that wasn't for kids' parties. For whimsical rich people.
Never mind then. So still, you know,
we did fail though, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, let's get you know.
Let's get back to the failure.
Getting back to the failure, we messed up a lot, but we did manage to steal our ship back from the guy who stole it from us mid heist. We managed to rescue. I'm gonna estimate 8/10 of Control V from dying in the vacuum of space.
It's a.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, this is a guesstimation here. I'm not going through. I'm not measuring
which
the
side of him. I mean, I guess there's a lot of mass in the big side, so.
So we managed to negotiate our way back onto the ship, returned to the station where Control V had managed to kill the pink candy monster.
I still taste cotton candy.
Rescued what? Actually, we rescued all of him, and then I managed to get most of him back into the ship without destroying his body. Destroying most of his body. Nursed him back to quasi health. Took everything that we could that could possibly be of value, and hightailed it back to our way station to get a new job. Once there, we negotiated the price of our previous job, selling off what we had acquired.
Cutting the negotiated.
Indeed. I guess we have decided to keep that guy on the ship for the time being.
Turned him over to them.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
No, the decision at the end was it looked like they were going to kill him, so we kept him with us.
Because he went off with them because you said you wanted him to get interviewed by them because they weren't going to turn him back over to you because they needed to know if he was a security risk. Because you guys kind of just took him to your base of operations.
Yeah.
Dude's in an airlock.
Not an airlock. They just gotta make sure he's not gonna talk because, you know.
Yeah, we let him go, and Lily made concealed threats.
Alright.
Yeah, that's how I remember it going down. Was there were concealed threats of he better be okay. We're going to check on him, do your interview,
cool.
And that was what you guys said.
I did not remember. I remembered that incorrectly.
So did I.
That's fine with me. I have no qualms with that. So Control V was scheduled for surgery to get the things fixed that were nobody's fault. The rest of us had a discussion about the future of our business endeavor. A really, brass tacks meeting, I'd say. and I believe we were going to take a short amount of downtime before picking up a new job.
Yeah, I think you guys had some various things you guys kind of hashed over, saying we need to make sure we do this in the future.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we're stocked with this.
Certain equipment purchases kind of needed to get made.
Yeah. So.
Also, we made a pool for the ship.
Yes. Made a pool for the ship.
Which is going to be really sloppy because it's a zero-gravity ship, so that's floating all over the place.
Split splash all over.
Right. Also, I'm assuming that... and I gather, granted, this is just an assumption. I'm assuming that Lonnie paid us.
Yeah, I said I paid.
I had all the money.
Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, she's gonna steal. Where am I gonna keep it? I don't have any pockets."
You don't need pockets.
You have a jacket? Why don't you have any pockets?
It's
that is a
credit.
good question.
Keep it on a chip and just be like, "Well, it's mine now, bitches."
Yes, surely that would work out well. Ha ha! No one would come after me. I'm like 23 pounds.
23 pounds? She's been eating cookies.
The jacket's heavy.
Alright, so Control V was taken off for surgery. He managed to check some extra boxes. You guys had managed to get his reconstructive surgeries comped as part of the amazing negotiations that happened. The young corp representative that has her little insignia from your guys' actual parent corp on her uniform had led the guy off because they need to go ascertain that he is not going to blow the whistle on their little operation. But she assures you guys she will be in contact with you about the gentleman in question. Because you guys had said you wanted to be the first crew to take him if he was going to be getting to go on a crew. I believe that's what you guys said.
Not really. We had just said we will take him if you are...
Oh, okay.
If it's the difference between him living and dying, because we kind of promised him that.
Yeah. Okay, so that was
trying to turn over a new leaf.
Trying to do better. Well, she's going to lead him off, and he's going to slither weightlessly behind her. But so you guys,
which he's bad at, worse than me. I'm better at it.
He seems quite adept at it.
No, he's bad at it. Sam, stop.
He has a little bit more wiggle to his walk.
No, that's not.
Slither.
It's not even as good.
Man,
it's not as good.
Look at that movement. So
God,
graceful.
Stop. You're not even here. Go back to wherever it is that you were that isn't here.
Look at the girth on that one.
All I see is him walking in a little robot suit, like a little derp. It's like, look at my little robot suit. Oh, I can't even walk in it because there's no gravity here. I'm just gonna move my little robot suit.
Remember 2 years ago when Lonnie was running around in one of those suits? Aww.
Hey, I came out of it when it was necessary. Like when I got uppercutted by a fucking monster. That's when I came out of it.
You came out to get uppercutted.
To get uppercutted by the monster.
Oh yeah, he's in zero gravity, so I'm just imagining him corkscrewing his tail Hiss in Robin Hood when he was tied to a balloon.
That's also how I believe Lonnie moves. So, alright.
So, Control V, I guess you gotta go book up your surgery.
He still can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm saying it anyway.
The nice ladies in white coats come and gently grab him by the arms and start leading him away. Never to be seen again.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get some supplies, and then I'm gonna go get some sleep, I think.
In that particular order, you wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, that order.
Fair enough. I guess I'll come along.
Alright, Lonnie, Amelia, and Lily, your toggles are all going to ding, as well as...
The fries are done!
Zen's toggle is going to ding, and Zen, I apologize, but I don't think I actually have any backstory stuff from you to go by. But,
Not much, admittedly, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was like, I actually don't, I think you just gave me a list of family, right?
It's alright, we're gonna develop some backstory today, you and I.
Yeah.
The most charismatic character in this group is gonna give you a grilling. I'll give you a hint.
God.
It's me.
Lily's just gonna like sort of stay curled up, floating where she is, stop immediately, and check her toggle.
Which, of course, results in mid-air collision. Thanks for the warning on that one.
I will allow myself to be collided
Lily,
with.
you will be lightly smacked into.
Yeah, I will. No, so the head impacts, and of course, you know, she realizes the head impacts, but we're not moving at any particular rate. So rather than reacting about it, just sighs and allows the rest to happen as the rest of the body slowly coils inward like a spring. You know, it all just kind of collides.
Aww,
you know, it takes
takes Lonnie and sort of wraps around her.
The collision's about 15 seconds long, and just like halfway through it, you just hear this. Just give it a minute, and then she springs back off again. It's a zero gravity thing.
You have a message, Lily. Actually, you have 50 new messages. Over the last about 6 months, I think, since you've been in range.
Yep.
And they are all, hey, dear friend, your neighbors here in Aggro World are waiting for you.
You're not a deer.
Hey, that core needs a shuckin'. Come on back to Aggro World. Hey, we've got a whole bunch of bitcoins waiting for you on Aggro World.
You haven't logged into Aggro World in 2 weeks.
Bring back a friend? You haven't been on in a while.
Control F Aggro World delete. Mark as spam.
Damn, childhood account.
No messages now.
No messages now. All gone.
It's like one of them was missed opportunity. We met on Aggro World and we fell in love, but
yeah. So you stopped and checked your message immediately, and you impacted Lonnie.
Yeah.
Poor Lonnie.
She looks. Are those all my messages?
Yep. All of your messages were actually from all the various kid games that you had previously been signed up for.
Hey, look, I'm over 18 now. I don't need these things.
Yeah, but it's one of those things.
She looks sad.
They're still like, you know, still reaching out to you. Of, hey, we're still here. You want to be friends?
She's gonna huff that she doesn't actually have any proper messages and continue on her way.
Aww. Did I lose sound?
no, I think everybody's just being quiet.
Oh, no, I was muted. I was saying Lonnie was gonna be peeking over her shoulder and be like, "So you play Aggro World?"
I did.
No, I'm not. That's cool.
Your level 3 farm needs a tilling.
I mean,
listen, my friends were into it, and I wanted to play with them.
Hey,
I
not
didn't
judging.
think it was cool or fun or anything.
Totally not judging your agricultural wasteland that is now a little out of date. Wow. I mean, you haven't been in there for a while.
There are wolves on your farm.
Are your cattle okay?
in the game.
Listen, I don't think you have a leg to stand on with this judgment.
Oh, a leg joke!
Oh.
Nice.
That's fine.
Balls came out.
I don't have a response for that one.
Oh, do you want me to give you a hand with that?
No, but seriously, you should log in. Like, that's just negligent.
I don't care about that game anymore.
Sure. Alright. I'm gonna go around. If I can go around. I mean, you're kind of in the way, and you're mostly butt, and it's like directly in the middle of the rain.
Well, do you want some help?
I can't see. I don't really like I don't have the arms, so I'm now that we've stopped in the middle of the air.
I'm just gonna go get some materials and stuff. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, let's go. You can tell me about your farm.
She holds her arms out for Lonnie to wrap around.
She's gonna like grab it with a wing. Like, I just need to get started. It's like when you're on a bike, right?
Oh,
you need a little push. Oh my god!
I will give Lonnie a start. A rapid start down the corridor.
I will attempt a banking turn. There probably isn't enough room.
Right. I would like to get in a post set of rolls here.
I wasn't fighting the boost. I just don't know what to do with it now that I've got it.
Okay, so you're not fighting the boost. Okay.
No, I am now traveling at speed. I just need to try to find a way to not hit the wall.
I was gonna have you do an athletics check or.
All right, let's do that. Let's do it.
You told me no, so.
No, I said not opposed. Because opposed would be I was trying to fight getting boosted.
Well, I was going to do it based on whatever Allie's athletics bonus was for the DC. Because let's see, what's your
athletic score? Probably 5.
4.
4.
Well, actually, technically 5 because it's honed.
Okay, so 5.
Are you honed in the job of pitching snakes down hallways?
I'm honed in athletics, so yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, difficulty 5. This is gonna go real fast.
Can I simplify it in that she probably wasn't trying to kill me?
Yeah, I'm trying to be helpful.
I will actually say, Allie, would you like to set the DC? How hard are you throwing the snake?
Well, I'm throwing the snake hard, but can I do an athletics check to see how well I guide her?
Can you throw a curved snake?
Yeah, curveball.
All right, that works. I'll say, how much do you want to lower it if you succeed?
Lower what? The damage?
No, her DC.
Don't you have to like put a sign into whatever you're
I'm
throwing
gonna
for that?
go. I want to do a difficulty 4 check.
No. So you want to do a difficulty 4 check? I will
Yeah.
say if you do the difficulty 4 check, she will get a difficulty 3 check. Okay.
Oh wait, is lower number better? I don't know how this is working.
I'm saying she will have a lower check that she has to meet to not get injured.
Oh, I better do a difficulty 4 check then, because if it's going down to 3 from that, I don't want to know what it is normally.
I feel like at this point we're trying to get her down the hallway and around the corner, I'm
thinking she's going through the wall.
I made it.
Alright, it's a difficulty 4 check.
And I'll use my boon to make it beautiful.
And also, it will be non-lethal damage if she impacts the wall.
Oh, thanks.
My boon to make it beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, spirally curve ball.
Actually, can I use my boon to simplify her check?
Oh yeah, you can bring it down another one. Would you like to do that?
I will do that.
All right, we'll say you'll impart that. So we'll say it's a difficulty 2, Zev. Not that bad. It's Lonnie.
It's bad enough, actually. I'm not gonna. I mean, I've got focus at the yin yang, but I'm just not.
We're gonna be sleeping, no?
You know what? Sure, why not? Flash roll the first one.
Yay!
Alright, so suddenly those wings puff out and you manage to just change your direction with this panicked flapping, even though it doesn't really work.
Can we say her cheeks are doing that whole puffed out by the wind thing?
You realize, Lonnie, if that would have really hurt.
Well, thanks a whole lot for that. I guess I'm winning.
Oh, well, I better catch up.
Alright, so Zen and Amelia, you can watch them kind of.
That was harrowing.
Down the hallway.
That's a farm joke, by the way.
I'm gonna zoom off at 36 hexes around.
I think you're being beaten.
Oh, wait, no. More than that. 64 hexes around.
You're just obnoxious on the station.
I would make a comment about unprofessional behavior and stuff like that, but you can't argue with the entertainment value.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of the pirates and stuff that are kind of floating around, or just kind of they know to give Lily a wide berth because she's kind of a wrecking ball. They were also really happy to get rid of the wrecking ball from being on the station.
I'm a good engineer, but I'm also repairing a lot of stuff. Ow.
Oh.
Alright. So is everybody but Control V going to the shopping thing that Lily's doing?
Probably.
Alright.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to go shopping for.
Oh.
Yeah, I need my hyper projectile barrels.
Alright, well, you guys will eventually catch up with Lily who has long since made it to the store.
Shocked and laughed.
Wait, because there's only one buy spot on the store, and there's a very kind of haggard, wrinkled boar vector who is taking forever to make a purchase because he's trying to find the right color for the armor he's buying. He's buying a hard case.
Can I help him to speed it up?
He just wrinkles his brow further and kind of snorts when you offer suggestions, but every once in a while he does seem like he's adding what you say to favorites, but he seems like he's having a really hard time because he wants one, but there's so many colors and patterns. They're so pretty.
I don't understand why all of these have to have cameras in them. If I wanted a camera, I'd buy a camera.
But about the time he finally gets through his purchase, he does buy one of the ones he suggests, Lily. And but by the time he finally gets through that, everybody else has caught up to you. Just help the DM sneaking the fact that you went faster than everybody, and he kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder wordlessly as he walks by with his purchase.
He slumps into the corner after he leaves. I'm so shy. I should just ask her out.
Okay, I am putting in a quick order for 6 bolts of cloth, different colours.
Yep, we already talked about that.
You have to go through an array of different windows asking you what kind of dress you would like made with them.
No,
there's all these things to bypass.
No.
What garment did you want? Did you want 6 blankets? Do you want 6 dresses? Would you like one dress?
It does keep trying to autocomplete for you.
No, deny, confirm. Shit, deny.
It printed a hat.
Oh.
With some very garish colors because it was some colors that were going to maybe go together, but they needed some complementary colors.
I'm having it print up a bubble helmet.
Alright, got your bubble helmet?
Yep. Select the material of it, bam. And then put in an order for something actually smart, a scatterline unit.
The only logical costume you can make out of the things you bought now is Mysterio's outfit, and I will accept nothing else.
Can you wear the little hat? Can you wear a small hat inside the bubble helmet?
It is one of those really cool retro bubble helmets.
Yeah, I'm going freaking old 60s sci-fi bubble helmet here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so she can make all of her purchases. She's sitting there holding this big glass dome that is her new helmet and smiling happily at everybody, I assume.
Yep.
You got your purchases.
Yep. What are you getting, Lani?
She has not approached the bucket just yet, so...
What are you doing, Lani?
Whoever else wants to do it. I kind of... What is the area that we're in, by the way? How does it look?
It's kind of like an open area. It's kind of in near the domiciles. There's lots of tables and seats nearby. There's a crude workbench to the left corner, kind of. But this is kind of mostly where the printing gets done. It's kind of just like a little alcove to hang out and print stuff. It's down the hall from where the major eating place is with the printers for food. So.
Did I give you your money back for the point shift yet? Was that a thing that happened?
No, I told you to keep it.
I think that you said just don't worry about it. It's officially part of the party fund or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the...
Basically, whatever funds you have now, we sorted it all out then, so...
Alright.
I think I already got everything that I need for outer space nonsense.
You did indeed.
Isn't that kind of adorable? You think you got everything.
You never have enough.
Okay, well, I'm going to buy a perk.
Oh, it's so adorable. You think you're going to live.
Not a bad plan, really. Well, I'm going to buy a clone.
You do still have your perk, though, and I don't think it gets used up when you manually.
You're right.
Yeah, if you do it manually, it doesn't get used up. If you auto-dock it, it's gone.
Although, seeing as how we apparently only have one person that's good at it, having a spare might be a good idea.
Well, I have one as well.
It's fine. Who cares? Should be okay.
I mean, I've got
possibly go wrong. Says the voice in your head.
Voice
in your head.
Okay,
says
I
it's
think
fine.
I just mean I need I got a spacesuit and a point shift gauntlet. Is there anything else that I needed? Oh, I need one of those barrels. And by one I mean two. I need to buy 2 of those shooting in space barrels.
Nice.
What are those called, and how much do they cost?
Hyper projectile barrel, 200 credits each.
And is that considered an upgrade?
No, it's you buy it from items. It doesn't take up an upgrade slot.
Cool. I'm sorry. How much did you say it was?
200.
What Zev said.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna buy one for my pistol and one for my rifle. Do I have to roll for those, or?
You have to roll for...
No, there's 0. I mean, unless we're really bad luck. I guess we can find out. So.
Yeah, I mean...
I'd laugh if they don't stock them here.
Right, you would think that would be an important thing.
They'll have those, yeah. They'll have it. Oh, you rolled anyway. Okay.
Yep. So they almost didn't have it.
They're running low on stock.
Well, it wasn't that they were running low on stock. They're running low on print permission, and they do actually run a proper buy spot here. Even though it's off the grid, they still have to, buy rights and shit.
Don't want it to suddenly become on the grid because somebody pinged their piracy.
Yeah, they don't want to have that happen. So
they don't want somebody to notice their proper piracy. Okay.
They have it registered for being bought somewhere on Venus. It's a den of villainy. Poor Rio doesn't know why half the illegal arms trafficking goes through her city when it doesn't actually happen. It's just getting pinged from there.
Where are all these damn barrels?
Who the hell keeps buying automatic weapons like this in my town illegally? Why are they always used in space violence? What the hell's going on?
I love this.
Yep.
Sev, please canonize.
Done and done. That book is already 10 chapters in, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is it about Rio?
Yeah, he's working. It's actually got a lot of familiar people in it. The 2 sharks are in it that we met in that campaign.
Shark and Shark!
Oh, the Shark and Sharks! I actually have their names written down somewhere.
No, they have been slightly re-identified for the course of it. Yeah, but it's the same characters.
Shark and Shark.
Huh,
God,
man, he works fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's got any other projects that he's doing currently or not, because he seems to be doing this one at the moment. He does Pathfinder books too, and his own deal. So.
All right, so you can make your purchases, Amelia, and that is no problemos. So you're good there.
I'm gonna grab those and I'm gonna head to the cafeteria. Or I'm getting a large thing of orange sherbet and then sitting there watching it melt while I try not to think about the fact that I got a bunch of pings on my toggle, which means that stuff that I didn't want sent. Because I didn't know it was going to happen.
Well, either that or she's sending you things being like, did you dress well? Like, are you warm enough? Did you get the cookies I sent?
Zen, you have a lot of nagging messages from family and perhaps a bill collector.
Oh dear. Ignore. Okay, that one, that I should probably pay attention to that.
Lonnie has about 5 messages.
I am not going to look at them immediately on account of it. If it is an immediate problem,
he's upping a noodle cut.
Immediate
problem, I can't do anything.
Yeah, and so I mean, just dwelling on it's not going to help a whole lot.
Are you ever going to show up and get this pizza?
Lonnie, where's my Burger King sweatshirt?
You mean my sleeping bag?
No.
Alright, so, you can go to the commissary, and there is Actually, most people are kind of heading out because this is kind of one of the shift times where people are kind of swapping in and out, and most of the other pirates are out doing things right now as the ship is as the station is moving. So yeah, I have a lot of clear tables. There's a little automated droid going around cleaning up. It does the most obnoxious thing where when it cleans up a table after people leave, it throws the plates in its mouth and starts screaming nom 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 nom.
Because somebody thought that was cute.
Declaring, and it's got one of those big flappy like metal mouths like a Canadian from South Park. And
it's just claptrap.
He loves it.
And every once in a while it belches and makes soap bubbles come out. Because it's cleaning everything up.
On the back of it is on the back of it is a little tag that just says "Made by Dehersnat."
Oh man, the early progenitor for Generico.
Yes.
His designation is soapy, which you can tell by the black marker somebody has written on his back that he cannot reach to clean.
Yep. The one in the kitchen that makes all the food is called Salty, which is both funny and accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, but it basically goes around cleaning up the detritus on the floor, wiping down tables, and cleaning up the plates. And it is pretty much the only companion you guys have in there for a while when you first go in.
I have purchases that I must roll for.
All right, roll your purchases.
Oh, wait, I wrote that on the wrong side. I've got one gear score 1 and one gear score 3.
All right, good luck.
We'll see if the 3 will work or not, hopefully. Let me try the 1. What's the 1? 90%? 80%?
1 is 80%.
80%? No, alright. And what's the 3?
Oh, don't remember.
No, I thought you were looking at it. Let me see.
No.
I've got it right here. I just thought it was in front of you. 3 is 50%. I made it, barely.
Alright, got it.
Alright, so what was the one that I failed on? The one was... it was a cooker. That would be nice to have. I'm going to reroll on that.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. You're able to get the cooker then.
Yeah, and then the 3 is a laser grid trap, and Neuroplex, and whistle stop software for the ship.
Oh, is Lonnie gonna whistle in space?
Yep. Well, I mean, I'll be wearing a helmet.
I know, it's just so cute. You'll be wearing a helmet, you'll be like, whistle. I'm not doing it because it's really obnoxious when people whistle into a microphone.
Oh, I hate to say it, but that'll be happening.
I'm saving you guys from it because I do not have the need to be a character because I do not have a character in this scene. Alright, so you're able to make your purchases okay, and all of your friends have departed to the commissary, except for Control V, who is spending hours upon hours in surgery.
Do we know what all he's getting, by the way? Because I kind of feel like we should have a list.
I think he's getting better ears and a leg.
Alright, that's good. By the way, Toby, what does your transformed thing look like? Oh, no, wait, you said it was like Displacer Beast thingy, right?
Yeah, it's a Snow Leopard Displacer Beast.
Yeah.
But that's a different morphism than your current one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lateral.
Okay. You should probably invest in the shed technique at some point.
I already have it.
Okay, good. Because that is one of the things on the list of stuff to clear up before it goes to print is if you change morphism or or if you change your hex occupancy, which you do because you got a macro, your armor will be shredded. So you'll want to drop it before you transform.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he did last time.
Yep.
And that's why we had issues.
Goodbye, armor and ability to breathe in space. Okay, so as you guys have finished your purchases, Lonnie finishes their purchases, and people are in the domicile, and Soapy's going around.
Did everybody else come sit by me or something?
Well, yeah, buddy.
Cool.
So while I'm... Oh, hang on, my connection's being funky. Let me fix it.
We are roof.
Hold on to your butt.
There we go, it's fixed. While we're sitting down, though, I guess I'll check my messages, too, since we're done buying.
Alright, well, you're done buying. You have... The first message you have is from about 6 months or so back, whenever Lonnie took off. It's from Daydreamer, and it basically says, "You up?" ? The next one is actually a picture of Day with way too many Tor burgers, and it just says "jealous."
Lonnie will file that in the folder that has all the other pictures of Day with way too many Tor burgers.
For proof for later. Of, I can tell you why this happened, Day. There is a couple more messages from Day that are very social media type, like, sup, yo, just regular tag-ins. They're just super cash, right? And then there is a actually long recording from Essel.
Dare I?
And then you open it, and it's in fact Day with Essel's toggle.
I don't want to do it because, I just know I'm gonna open it up and she's been like, so Day went on a hunting trip and she's been gone for a few days.
Also, as you were so kind as to lean in and watch, you were so kind to lean in and watch as I read my toggle. Liddy is returning the favor.
Well, she gets to see, Day consuming way too many tar burgers.
Why is a kid sending you messages?
I used to data.
A kid?
Oh, sorry. Are you gonna judge Miss, flying donkey dressmaker?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Are you gonna judge? Yes.
I can't smack you on that. No, it's a long story, but basically that's like body number 3.
Oh.
Why did she get a child body, though?
She didn't. That's the other part of the long story. There were lawsuits involved.
I just kind of want to lean over and see if I can look.
She'll go through it like, this is her with the burgers, and this is her with a mom. Yeah, the micro. The micro is actually a mom right there. And this is her with, way too many guns. And this little thing, it's kind of blurry because I was hiding under a box, right? But this is when she was a giant freaking, armored colossus that was, murdering buildings.
Oh, that's awesome.
What? There's been a few cycles. Suffice it to say, when the option for a new body came up, we just sort of grabbed at the deal. We didn't really look at the fine print.
Okay. Oh, that all makes sense to me. I'm gonna sit down and start eating. Just Amelia's completely satisfied with this.
Sophie's just waiting there with little metal graspy hands, waiting for you to finish your plate.
So who's Easel?
Easel is
You bastard.
She's going to have a titter at that one. She's a chaperone. And I'm likely not going to enjoy this next bit, so I'm going to go ahead and listen to it internally, if that's all right with you.
Oh, fine. Sport.
Damn right.
Oh, wait, I need to go get a sewing kit. Be right back.
Where are you even going to walk on that? Don't you need a table? Things literally don't stick to the table. You, stretch it or something? How does one make a dress when they're not fused? All right, Easel, lay it on me.
I do want it to turn out to just be Day with Easel's toggle. Sorry. It's more social media stuff. This lady walked into a buy spot wearing nothing but 6 garbage bags. You won't believe what happened next.
No, there's probably more of that coming later. But no, it's actually a recording of Essel, and you can kind of see her kind of adjusting. You know, she always has trouble with her toggle, and she's looks like she's having an uncomfortable time dealing with it. And she's like, Lonnie, man, this is awkward. Where are you at? I mean, Day doesn't seem phased or anything, because I know you do your own thing and all, and I mean, you're a free spirit and all that, but you haven't been around, and I've noticed, and it's been like a couple months now. Are you okay? Are you into something? Are you alright? Are you help?
Are you on the drugs? You can tell me. I'm hip.
I mean, if it's about, you know, me making that lewd joke about that sock being basically lingerie, I was something I said. And that was very inappropriate. And I apologize.
Have much better socks than that.
Because you know we love you, sweetie. And you can come home whenever. We won't even... Well, they will probably ask you a lot of dumb questions. But, you know... I mean, is it the jobs? Is it... What is it, sweetie? I mean, you know... Anyway, just get back to us. We miss you, sweetie. Also, you know... Could you make sure to not, like, you know, rack up any more rap sheets on your IRPF listing? That'd be really just a little favor for me.
So far, so good.
Okay, but I just, you know, I'm worried about you, and, you know, I just figured I'd check in. We're doing okay. I'm keeping Day on the straight and narrow right now. You've probably seen that, she's gotten into competitive zero-gravity racquetball. I'm kind of worried about that. She's a little rougher than the other kids. I don't really think they should have put her in the adolescent league.
In my my headcanon, Day plays Parisi squares.
I mean,
when she's not busy playing Ambo Jitsu, the height of martial arts.
Also, is this like an entire like crate of gaming miniatures like a slight jab at me or something? Because I don't understand the joke.
Anyway, I put them up for sale. I got like 10 credits for them.
Anyway, we're keeping them in Day's room until you get back. She said something about painting them, but
oh my god!
I'll see you when. I mean, just message me, damn it. Okay, bye.
Then there's like 10 more messages for today that are just like.
There's like 10 more messages from Day, just sup, and they're like all like
no,
chill.
They're all this.
I gotta come look at this.
Person tried to unlock your phone.
Yeah, basically like that. Just like pictures of just random shit, but yeah, there's like one really like heartfelt message from Essel like that, and then there's like, you know, a lot of just random ass pictures from Day, because that's how she's socialized with you.
We have an understanding.
Lonnie will sigh as she listens to it and do the only thing that she can do, which is to take a picture of herself in that same pose with the nose forward and send it back off the deck. So she gets snake boop snoot. Yeah, do it.
I have a question. Do you make sure no one else is in the frame when you do that?
Went to go her soaring kit.
Yeah, they all went to soaring kit, so I don't know who else would actually be there.
I don't think everyone went to the soaring kit, but
yeah.
I think we'll besides her ears, cover the rest of the frame.
Lonnie takes a selfie.
And sends it off. She will consider something to compose to Essa later, but this is largely what she was going for anyway. It's plausible deniability, and she's not regaining up a rep sheet on planet side, so it's basically what was intended. It's like the best they know, the better off they are. We're fine. Doing well. Yeah, I'll come up with something. Hey, what do you tell people back home when you're trying not to tell them anything?
The truth.
Nothing.
Novel.
I don't know. Try not to tell them anything. Like, what are you trying not to tell them?
Well, I mean, like, let's say, you were trying to be like, oh, I've got a job and we're doing good, and you were trying to leave off certain things like, killing half a dozen people on a candy raid, or...
I think that's, I think you're selling yourself. I think we're selling ourselves pretty short if you stick with half a dozen.
Well, I mean, so you get the idea, right?
Yep. Just tell her you're on a corporate retreat.
That just probably would not fly.
I got my sewing kit. Lonnie, catch me.
Oh God! She watches you like
slowly float towards Lonnie.
Float by in zero gravity. She's going to slowly like arc around it, like just going sideways as she floats by.
And then I will just correct my course and set one at the table.
Also, Zev, Lonnie's last message will actually be a invite to one of those really annoying social media websites from Essel to be her friend. It's like one of those messages from like an older family member where they want to be your friend on Facebook.
Be my friend on Microspace.
I am not a micro. I am perfectly naturally sized for what I am.
Putting out a tape measure, and I'm going to start trying to put it against Lonnie.
What are you doing? I'm not going to get a uniform. What are you going to put on me?
Not a uniform, a captain's outfit.
Go on.
Yes.
Does it have a hat?
I've never seen that old Earth show, Space Captain Hammock.
Hammock. I'm familiar with that one.
That's what I'm thinking. Big collar, hat.
Alright, so is it like not just overly obnoxious to have like the skull motif on the outfit when I literally have it on my face? The answer is no. No, that's not obnoxious, and we're gonna go ahead and do that.
You're gonna be fierce.
It's redundant in a way that I think is stylish. So, I mean...
Oh! What if you wear a skull mask, like a fabric one, and then when you whip it off, surprise, still skull.
Or maybe just the hat.
Oh, okay, just hat.
I always wanted a hat.
She's got something here.
Day wouldn't let me have a hat. It's mostly because Day kept taking my hats, because I had big hats.
Day? Is that the mouse?
Day just took my hats a lot. What? Oh, no, that's Easel.
Like, no, she's the kid.
How do you wear a hat with those ears anyway?
There are holes in the rabbits are an entire race. Like,
yeah,
like they all have ears like that.
And I've never seen one wear a hat.
Have you lived in space your entire life? Alone? Actually, have you? What is your story? Yeah, I mean, we just killed like half a dozen people. I'm sticking to that. Don't correct the number. Half a dozen people.
You know each other better?
Like, I just want to know, like, she barely talks. What are you doing out here? There are so many places you could be making money. Why are you sitting on the edge of space out here with a bunch of nitwits? And me?
Because I didn't like the other ways to make money.
I mean, fair. Answer. Yeah, that's. I can't really argue with that. Makes sense.
A real good one.
I worked for the IRPF. They're a bunch of jerks. Tried working for Spyglass. They're a bunch of jerks as well. At least people here aren't pretending.
Where are you actually from?
I'll tell you when I figure that out.
Zen pulls out her own character sheet, tries to find the answer.
Yeah, I'm checking my backstory.
This is the problem Sam had when Sam was sitting there going, I'm gonna come up with really cool stuff for every person. Well, I can't do Toby, he lost his toggle. I can't do Tygon, I don't have a backstory. God damn it!
I had to make a new character literally one day before the game started, okay?
4 weeks ago.
I supplied you plenty of backstory. And all I got was aggro.
Zen. Little is known about Zen.
Ellie, we've talked about Aggro World. Do you know why you got Aggro World?
I love Aggro World.
She was pretty aggro on Aggro World.
Well,
I like how you were apparently upset enough that this is the first time you put everything into spam, though.
I know.
Because you've let it go all this time. It was like you made a big deal about it. Was it because Lonnie was looking? Are you gonna?
She's gonna later. She's gonna be going into a spam folder, unticking, undelete, trying to desperately log into her account.
And there's actually it's actually a pulse thing, and there's actually a timer to nuke the spam.
Just like AgriWorld is basically like the VR simulation from Ender's Game. It grows as you grow. You know, as you go into it, it learns you.
No.
It's gonna self-untick because it knows better.
Yeah.
It knows you're gonna undo it in an hour or two anyway. She's just doing this because she's socializing with adults.
I'm a professional.
I'm a professional.
Professional.
Well, time passes. Soapy will eat your guys' plates as you finish eating.
I guess I'm gonna, like, while they're talking about stuff, I'm gonna take my toggle out. Like, hey, how did we get messages?
We must have passed in range of a relay.
Yeah, it was probably when we were on the station. They had to send their messages out somehow.
Okay, that's awesome. I didn't think those messages could. I don't think we could send anything out.
Oh, did you have like private mail? Why did you click send?
Because it saves it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but so does save.
Did you know the save button, right? You hit the little arrow.
There are peculiar gaps in your education. How are you such a good pilot and also a medic, and yet the save feature is a bit of a mystery to you?
We didn't have stuff like this where I grew up.
But they had spaceships.
Well, I mean, that I learned later.
Oh, it's new.
Learned how to drive cars and stuff, you know.
Do you think they have Neuroplex like programs for like using a toggle?
Yeah, they do.
Have you tried that?
No, I figured this was simple enough. I could figure it out on my own.
Well, congratulations. I mean, you did.
Kind of.
I mean, trial and error is a thing.
Don't you guys ever just feel bad that you never actually learn things? What's the level of actually learning things?
Whether or not I know
I'm gonna
it now.
head back to the ship and I'm gonna start working on my spacesuit.
I'm gonna press Amelia on who she sent these dirty messages to.
Actually, yeah, I'm more interested in that. She sits back down. So, was it nerds or something?
No.
When would she get a chance to? She was inside a broken spacesuit for the entire first mission.
Well, no, she's been here a bit.
Fair, I suppose. Maybe that's coming next. It's a vocabulary joke. I mean,
I get it.
Alright. Go on, sorry.
No, I wrote some, like, I don't know. I wrote some stuff, and I didn't think anybody was gonna see it. I guess they did.
Did you curse somebody out?
Nope. Well, yes, but not the person that gets it.
Oh,
damn it! It was
Did
me.
you confess love to somebody that doesn't know?
No.
Did
They knew.
you
They knew.
reveal a tragic past secret that nobody should know?
No.
These messages are beginning to seem somewhat dull.
Yeah, Lily's running through all of the fun TV show plot twists.
It's like, right, you've gone a little bit into the entertainment sector there, Lily. What is this? This is more of a made first mission, not quite what expected kind of thing.
No, it's not some dumb, not weird TV show stuff. It's weird. Why are you? Why is that? Why would you even think that?
Pulse Town.
Fair enough.
It's life. On the screen.
It's like way worse than that. I was, honest.
Oh.
Oof. Oh.
Listen, Lily, I will put my arm over your shoulder if I had one. So instead, I'm going to do this. She puts the wing out, but because her body weighs less than the wing, she pushes herself away.
I will gently take you and pull you in.
It is a push forward as the wing goes over. Listen, never tell the truth when a lie will do. This is words of wisdom from your captain.
Never tell the truth when a lie will do. Got it.
That's a bunch of...
I'll take that to heart.
Hey, listen, that was stolen directly from Garrick, so if you don't take it to heart, you're ignoring one of the greatest layers in television history.
I'm going not to the spaceship.
No, you don't. A lie won't really do there.
You see what you did?
You're clearly going to the spaceship.
You don't have to lie if nobody cares if you're going to the spaceship or not.
You're exactly wrong. And she's gonna head to the spaceship.
And it's I just shrugged. It's I guess you told me.
Fair enough.
Look at my mail.
Wait, no, I'm coming back. Sen, you never told us where you're from.
And I'm not going to.
Aw. What about you, Lani?
See, this is what I was talking about. Had she simply lied, no one would be the wiser, and we would all think she was being mean.
Wait, are you gonna tell me a lie?
I am. What flavor would you like?
Great. Fantastical.
Oh shit, I'm not very good at those. I kind of work in more subtleties. I am from space. Actually, that's fairly accurate, I suppose. No, I mean, I was just from family, somewhat well-to-do, got a little bored, had a rebellious streak, got a lot of tattoos I vaguely regret.
That sounds true, she says, looking at the tattoos.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they are a little garish. I thought it was somewhat stylish, but having had them for a while, it is hard to get banking jobs when you got a death mask on. I could have them removed, but that would be admitting defeat, and I don't have any feet.
Well, you look awesome.
Thank you. That's sweet.
Cool,
are you fucking lying? Is that what that was?
No, I mean you look terrible.
No, I can never trust you anymore, Lily. Go make a dress.
You see what you did?
I'm departing. I'm staying. She says as she floats away.
I'm staying.
I'm pretty excited about this new era of our relationship.
Things are going according to plan, Lily declares on the mission as things explode.
Yes, I'm using the airlock. The scythe comes out.
This is amazing. Good news, everyone!
To shreds, you say?
Completely whole and okay.
Lani told me, make sure not to breach the wall. Was that a lie?
Just it says it right here. Breach hole, all die.
Yeah, even added under that.
Alright, so Amelia, you check your messages, and I'm not really good at doing Zuri as far as doing the character, but I'm assuming over the last 6 months or so, it's a lot of sweet messages from Zuri that are mostly have overtones of worry.
This is what the gradual decay of. So missing you, beginning to met somebody new.
So, I mean, it's been a
That's
long
not
time.
right.
It's been a really long time. I'm getting kind of worried. I mean, I might hire somebody. Are you okay? I can't
She's
really
gonna hire a new girlfriend.
If I just change the worried to lonely, this whole email becomes very different.
It's very basically concerns about the fact that maybe those flyers that you got had numbers that didn't go anywhere, and are you sure that was legit? Are you okay? I haven't heard from you in a really long time. Work's doing fine. We're marketing a new product. I'm fast on board with it. I wish you were here to enjoy it. Miss you. Also, I still haven't heard from Lada or Miko.
Aww.
They don't care about anybody.
No bloody response. Poor Zuri is actually completely alone from that group right now.
Where'd Stefan go?
He was gone by the end of the campaign.
He
Yeah,
vanished.
He wandered off.
He cares too much. He'd come back.
He wouldn't go back to Zuri though. She shot him.
Twice.
Didn't we offer him a ride?
But wouldn't he go back to his best friend Amelia?
Yeah, I think didn't he ride off with Lana in that?
Oh yeah, that might explain it. So we're all dead, I guess.
So yeah, there's varying overtones of worry you can tell from Zuri. She tries to sound upbeat. She's talking about her work, and she's talking about when you get back, maybe you could take a vacation together. There's so many places she'd love to show you, and so many things she'd love to go do and introduce you to, since you haven't gotten to do as much. But she understands you're on a life journey right now, and she hopes it's going okay.
Can I be peeking over the shoulder for this one too?
It's up to Amelia.
I'm not gonna stop anybody.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be there next to you. You probably should have broken up before you left.
Like what?
Well, I mean, you could always restart it when you got back, right? But now there's this just kind of like big long drifting between time frames.
Do you think so?
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing, right? If you don't break up on bad terms, then maybe you just kind of live life and you go back and be like, hey, I'm back around again, and maybe we can start this up again. But now there's this it's another 4 months to get back to Mars.
Oh, jeez.
Hot cheese. Actually,
Amelia
it's closer to 5 months now because you guys have moved.
He's got to running her finger through here. Just like, you think she's gonna give up and leave?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who you're talking to really, but like, no. I mean, no. Well, no.
I'm sure it's fine.
Lani, always there with a good relationship advice.
Listen, I am not necessarily known for my relationship advice. I will chime in, having just been reminded by someone who does not know anything about my relationship advice.
Yeah, I thought. I don't know. I guess I thought some time away from me would be good, but she just seems miserable. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, so do you.
I'm like, yeah, but I'm always miserable.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, status quo, I suppose.
So nothing improves. Okay.
Listen, it's been one job, right? There's still plenty of time for this to improve and be a grand expansion for all of us, which we're all hoping for, because frankly, I didn't come out here to fail either.
Yeah, no, we did way better. I really thought that was going to be a bust. We did way better on that. This is looking up.
Right? Yeah, no problem. Let's just see what we can do about avoiding the vacating of air in future areas. Speaking of which, I'm going to go back to the ship and see about the next job.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna.
So that's progress. So you tell whoever it is on the other end of that toggle that you've got. Oh wait, we can't anymore. So pre-send another mail saying that we've got progress. Things are progressing.
Okay.
That's right. I want a little optimism. Isn't that right, Soapy? Right. You just go on being dumb. She's going to fly out of the room.
Clack, 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 clack. Belch is a bubble.
Is Zen still there?
Yeah.
I was like, is anybody waiting for you?
Not really, no.
One of the things about Soapy you notice is that not only does it clean the floors, which don't really seem to matter, it has to clean all the different surfaces, because since it's 0G, everything's kind of floating everywhere, so it's just like constantly swapping from wall to wall to wall to wall. Trying to clean up everything.
It's I'm usually not necessarily in space, but not home for great length of time, so I don't bother much with relationships.
That sounds very simple and easy.
It is.
Coward.
Alright.
You notice who managed to leave before revealing anything? Sneakier
Toby.
than you thought.
Didn't even need to lie. Just walked away. Alright, Control V. We'll say enough time has passed that your surgeries are over. The party took time to eat and do stuff and hang out. A couple hours goes by. You come out. You are still in your macro form because that's what you were in when you went into surgery.
No, I thought I came out of macro.
On the way back. Yeah.
Oh, did he? Or did he? Oh, yeah, you turned. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
He flew the ship.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, as soon as he woke up, I was just like, "Hey, I need you to change back. First things first."
Oh, that's because he slopped out of it. There's that horrible mess. By the way, that's you guys.
I thought we vented that.
Yeah, you vented that. That's right. You guys.
Well, we vented the stuff in the hold, but you also traveled stuff through the ship.
Yeah, and it's sticky, so.
We should buy a Roomba.
Yeah, you should.
We should buy a Soapy.
Can I hijack Soapy?
Yeah. Can we just like rent Soapy by the hour?
You might be able to, but yeah. So
why would we do that when we have a hacker?
Well, because like we need to come back here and not be shot at. That's why.
Rent Soapy for an hour. Soapy enters the ship, comes running back out screaming.
Control V, you wake up in a pristine white room with a white light and kind of tinfoily blanket pulled over you. You are immaculately clean. You feel really good as you've been healed up.
Roll for initiative.
You have a nice new leg. Everything's feeling a lot better now. A lot better. There is a alligator vector male that is the doctor that is standing by, and he kind of looks up from a wall display when he hears you rouse. Ah, you're awake.
I'm good for that split second when Control V just wakes up. He's giving the alligator this look of murder, and then suddenly the look shifts. He's, yes, I'm awake. Putting on the best smile, the most innocent look he can.
Your clothes were lacking. Here, have these. Because I actually don't remember if you actually got clothes.
I bought clothes, but they're on the ship.
Yeah, so I don't think you actually had any with you for the hospital. So, they give you kind of a very cheap, like generic brand outfit to wear.
Paper pants.
Basically. I don't think you should have any issues. You should avoid overstraining yourself. Try to avoid sex for the next 45 minutes. And I think you should be fine. Oh, and if you have any kind of upset bowel from anything you eat, that's normal. We killed a lot of the bacteria in your stomach. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just, eat timidly for a little while.
Eyebrow goes up. Evil grin crosses his face.
By the way, that cotton candy taste is gone from your mouth.
Oh, thank God.
They cleaned all the way down.
Licking my teeth.
They have never been cleaner, except for maybe the last time you've had a new body.
I'm actually looking at reflective surface. Did you whiten?
Oh yes, it's all part of the service. You got the triple platinum gold star service. I don't actually know how they put a gold star on the platinum, but they do.
The finesse and grace.
Apparently. Is there anything I can do for you? Do you need me to sign off any of your medical information, or are you fine?
No. I'm good. Thank
You're
you.
discharged and approved to work on your ship again. May I not see you ever. Goodbye.
And just as he says, "You are approved to work on your ship," Control V kind of does this happy clap and goes, "Oh, yay!" And Control V is going to float back to the ship.
All right.
Doctor, did you do the other install that was requested?
Yes, you'll find that exactly where you wanted it.
Thank you.
Took a little bit of doing, but if you find the watch, I'd love it back. Okay, bye.
Oh my.
Eyebrow goes up.
He had to clean in there.
Great. And now I tick. What was that story? As he starts floating away.
Crocodile.
It's a crocodile and a watch.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you can make it back. Everybody is arrived back at the ship. I believe Lily's currently working on outfits. Fabulous. Did you guys want to forward pass today, or do you have any more talking you want to do?
I believe the majority... Oh, I got to install the software on the ship. I'll do that.
Okay. Good. Does that need a roll, or is it just...
No, just do it.
Alright, so Lonnie's installing something. There's like a little bar going.
She's gonna be looking around doing the installs. You know, it's a process.
Mm-hmm. The best part is like the little bar will every once in a while like jump 5% and then sit there for like an hour.
I return.
And then move 1%, and then like jump 10%, and then move like a bar in like 2 hours. It's one of those things where it lies. Alright, so Lily can start working on her ship.
One thing before I make it back to the ship, I'm going by a kiosk and rebuying. I'm rebuying all the items that I had technically lost.
Okay.
For the most part. Just all the normal stuff. Clothes.
Well, you can buy clothes. That's fine. Is there any...
There's just a little option he has that says rebuy. It starts printing out a new toggle case.
Yep, new toggle. It's brand new. You have to set up the desktop and everything again. But you already bought the weapons. I think you said you were gonna buy.
Yeah.
So you rolled for those. So yeah, you can get that, and then you can head back to the ship. Over the next day, Lily's going to work on crafting outfits. I think we said it was going to be engineering for that, Allie?
Yes. Can I make my roll?
Yep. Who are you making it for?
So first, I'm going to make my space outfit.
Alright, I'll say difficulty 2 on this.
Which is different from her spouse fit.
D10. Think I do it okay.
Yep, you got it.
I don't know what that boon's for.
You
looks amazing.
You managed to save material, we'll say.
Woo!
So you can make the next spouse fit.
Because you managed to do it in like one cut, perfect and flawless. It's just like, wow. You know your measurements.
and basically, it's gonna look an awful lot like top feet and paste. Like this, only it's going to cover the belly and the top shoulders, you know.
Oh, well, don't start getting silly now.
No.
Why would it cover, you know, I thought you were exposed to space. Come on.
Yeah.
Did you make a case for the gun? Wait, you have a scythe. Did you make a pink case for the scythe?
I need to get a pew-pew gun at some point.
Actually,
I see absolutely nothing.
It's in it's in documents.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wrong
I
room.
don't know why people are linking stuff in documents, but that's apparently where we're all linking shit today. But anyway, you also have apparently a pink toggle case that's vaguely ray gun shaped.
Oh my god.
That's the best. I love it.
She's a pulse girl. I could see that happening.
Now, I don't know how long
Point it at the person you want to send a message to. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's got that beaming technology. I'm going to beam you my song. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you can make that outfit pretty easily. So, yeah, you have an easy.
How much time do I have to make outfits?
I'll say you rolled well enough. You could probably work on another outfit today.
Okay. I will work on El Capitano's
right.
Space Captain
This
Harlock
one's gonna
outfit.
be difficult because you need to make something that will adhere to a body that doesn't have.
Yes.
She has shoulders.
Difficulty 3 because it's also going to be amazingly garish. Because
Okay.
you're assuming ruffles and you're doing the skull pattern and everything like that.
Did
it's a
it.
more complex outfit. You got it. You got it. So you managed to make exactly what you wanted to make for Captain Lonnie Chitoy.
Okay. Right. After that's all said and done, she will come to Lani. Is everybody at the ship?
Uh-huh.
I will come to Lani's quarters, which are also everyone's quarters, and and I will have folded this outfit. Captain Chitoy.
She's going to pop up from. Oh no, wait! I was in the bridge because I was installing all the software.
Okay,
It's
you
the
will
end of
hear
the
down
night,
the
though.
corridor her say Captain Chitoy, and then they're like, "Oh, Captain Chitoy."
It's Chicha. What?
Chitoy?
Yeah.
What?
She bangs her head on the top. How? How did I even bang it? There's no gravity in the ship. I had no reason to do that. What? What's going on?
Look, I made your costume.
Holy crap, that was fast. I think. I don't honestly know how long it would take. Was that fast?
It was
I'm
very
pretty fast.
Well, holy crap, that was fast.
Okay, so you got your hat, and here's your cloak, and like I sort of tried to make it look like there's a belt, but it's just a sort of like it's a separation of cloth.
No, I appreciate
and...
the effort. I mean, there's definitely something belt-like here. How do I don't think it's. Oh, it's sideways. Hang on.
Look, if you slide in like this, hang on.
Okay. That's. I know you're not all that familiar, but you probably shouldn't be holding quite like that. That's okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Fine.
do I not touch
That's
sorry,
good.
Sorry about
we'll
that.
go just over this way.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Wow.
This goes up over your wings, and we clasp it, and bam.
Look, it's got buttons.
You got buttons.
I don't think I've ever had anything with buttons before.
You've never had buttons before?
Well, I don't honestly wear a whole lot, being a snake. Just a bit. But you know, I like. Hang on, let me put the. It's got a fucking hat. Well,
Yeah.
This is delightful. Thank you.
And
you have earned.
Salute. That's confused and just the pirate salute.
I don't want to know, honestly. I'm also not sure how I'm going to fit into a spacesuit with a hat this big.
Oh right, yeah. We need to get you a bubble helmet.
They're going to start calling me like Big Hat Lonnie.
Captain Big Hat.
I suppose if I were a mage, that would work. That's Dark Souls joke.
I don't get it.
What's a mage?
She'll be like, she's gonna look in the mirror and be like, this is damn stylish or ridiculous. I'm not really sure. We should probably figure out whether or not we're trying to be like foreboding or ridiculous.
I don't understand.
Well, I mean, like, does it strike the fear? Because normally I'm just not one who strikes a lot of fear in general. So like, I just kind of hide in the corner.
You look cool, and scary can be cool, right?
I think so, in a scarousal sort of way.
I don't know what the arousal. Okay,
It's a word conjunction. It's like it's like if you had scary, but it was also kind of horny. It's like a little
never
both.
felt that.
Right. Well, I mean, seeing as how you lack the primal biologic fear that all of us have of like space and the void, you may just not be able to combine those two anymore.
Oh no, I'm terrified of space.
Oh well, you have an unfortunate set of abilities.
Why
then.
do you think I got all of these surgeries?
I can't rightly say. I thought you were a ground-based pole spar.
No, I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna go off into space and start my new life. I was like, space is fucking terrifying. How do I survive?
Did you get a bubble helmet?
Yeah. You like it? Hang on, look. It's got a suit and everything. Look, come take a look.
How do you actually get the rim around your neck?
Look. Okay, so you gotta push a bit.
Oh, that was squishy.
Ow.
Yeah, that left a few marks.
Don't worry, I'll recover.
Good. Well, it's cute.
Be like I'm gonna look. Is there like a latch?
Nope.
For what? Nope.
It's like one of those bracelets that you have to break your hand to get in.
It's a very, very wide bottom on it, and like the shoulder mount for it is like very puffy. Now, one thing I did have to do.
Very what's the word? Cute, but you have concerns, maybe.
Now, it does squeeze a bit around the neck and the shoulders and such, but gotta do that to keep the air in.
So, like, can you hear me now, or...?
Kind of.
What?
I said, kind of.
I can't help but wonder what happens if, like, you fog the inside. Like...
Hang on. Wait a minute. How do I... She's gonna look at her toggle and like press it up against the helmet. How do I talk in this?
You need to get you an earpiece and stuff.
Might need to like install a throat mark or something.
Oh right, yeah. That's why we're doing this.
Right, there's the communication. You know what? Maybe we can work on that. Why don't you pull it off? I'm gonna look away while you do that because I'm
take me a little
bit. Yeah.
Want me to help you, Paul?
Yeah.
I'm super strong.
Amia, you grab the body, I grab the helmet.
Okay.
I will hit everybody.
All right. Hey, I think our wayward assailant is back. Are you alive over there? She says, assuming Toby has returned.
Yes, he is back. Control V is here.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, just as Control V comes strolling in with a backpack full of stuff. Oh, hi.
Oh, they didn't fix the stutter.
Need to fix it? Is it really bad?
Oh, it's
No.
terrible.
She said, listen, I've got a really cool new outfit, and also I fixed the ship so that I can talk to it remotely now, so hopefully we won't be attacked anymore and stolen from.
Bravo. Gives a thumbs up.
So, how's the leg?
Present, which is an upgrade.
No. Did they also whiten the teeth? As he opens his mouth and he's just got this just massive maw.
Wait, we have dental?
Apparently, if you get like your leg replaced, they toss in a few things.
Control V actually has this big grin. They do.
Huh. Well, yeah, gotta lose a leg to get some teeth, I guess.
I'm gonna just like,
as they say,
extend my hand. It's like, hey, welcome back, me.
Hi. The corpse got rid of, right?
Yeah.
Good. I don't think I'll ever be able to eat cotton candy again.
So, monster form. I like the choice. Stylish.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You beat that thing's ass. I'm impressed.
He's stopping and looking at her. Whoa, sorry, what was that?
I said, you killed that thing real good.
Oh yes, I'm actually looking over at Lily. Sorry, I missed that.
I said monster form, stylish. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Pulse really didn't like it.
Why not? We love that stuff.
Said I scared the children and too much blood.
Well, I mean that's just bad marketing then.
Oh, not my blood.
It doesn't matter whose blood. That's just bad marketing.
Might not have been meant for prime time.
Like who targets a combat monster at kids? You. That's just dumb.
About this time, you guys are all going to receive a group-wide toggle message.
Sam's like, we're halfway through the session. I haven't begun yet. We should probably do that.
Oh god! And at that point, my toggle just goes off in the most ear-screeching, brand new phone sound. It has not had its volume adjusted in any way, shape, or form. Oh god, that's new.
Okay, answer.
Alright, it is a recorded message. Hey, just checking up with everybody, letting you guys know I think Control V should be coming out of his surgery. It's about now. We went ahead and we did some interviews with the gentleman that you introduced me to. I'm happy to tell you guys he will be staying on. We are going to be working with him to get him into an appropriate job. Unfortunately, his current skill set will probably keep him on station for the near future. It sounds like he is actually not a combatant in any way. But for his own safety, we're going to make sure he has a fine job here, and we'll work things out for the future so that he doesn't breach our confidentiality for the company for now. We're getting him to sign some contracts, and he should be roaming around the station occasionally when you guys are here. Also, the leaderboards for new jobs are going to be updated within the next half hour. So if you guys have any time in the next couple days and you want to get a new job, there are plenty to take. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. I'm still your representative. I mean, unless you guys want a different one, which I mean, I totally understand. This is my first job, but you know, can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you so much for your last job. It was successful. Thank you. Bye.
I'm gonna send her a reply. But I'm gonna open up like the little drawer function, so it's not just typing on the keyboard. And it's just going to be best rep heart you.
Oh, sweet. She'll love that.
She is kind of cute.
It's all a ruse.
It's all corporate espionage.
I just say that because I like the word ruse.
It's like rouge.
But over the next half hour, the bulletin board does update, and you guys have new missions.
Let us see.
Okay. Who wants to read them out?
Oh, I was looking in the wrong place. I keep forgetting that it's actually, there's a note system over there, too. I was looking in Discord.
Captain, read us our missions.
Notes.
Alright, here we go. Oh, that's previously completed.
That's at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is the other one. Alright, Lonnie will pop up a little bit and kind of sit up fairly officially on some table.
Pulling her hat on, I assume.
Yeah, well, the hat was already on, but she's going to go ahead and like swipe it to the side a little bit in a slick manner. You know, with the wing down the brim kind of thing. And hopefully the skull catches the lens flare in such a degree that it blinds everybody for just a moment, long enough to be left in awe.
There are so many lens flares because this is one of those Abrams movies. So
this is not an Abrams ship. I think we've seen Abrams ship, and this is not an Abrams ship.
No, but it has all the lens flares.
This might be a Red Dwarf ship.
We basically have Red Starbug.
Alright, nearby asteroid is being prepped by pulse ships for an event. Ooh, well, okay, that's a little close to home. Habitat, dome, and infrastructure has been assembled and is unknown what events, what they're trying to host there. Seems to be receiving materials for setup. Known to have an on-site broadcast relay.
Ooh.
Well, we have their new, their schedule. We might be able to, I don't know, there might be some blackmail there?
And we could put you on TV.
Well, but you know who's going to broadcast to? People back planetside? If we piss them off enough, that's not going to help.
I will say, you guys did just sell that information, though, to the company.
Maybe we shouldn't hit pulse twice in a row. Should we? Is that good?
I'm not sure. We'll have to gauge it a little bit.
I'd rather not. I mean, Pulse has been pretty good to me.
Alright, nearby ship graveyard is being picked apart by the crew of salvagers. Notably, they all have access to dead TTI bioship.
Wait, is that like transcendent shit?
No, I mean, maybe. It's the point is, it's rare and fairly viable. But
squealy.
That does kind of depend on somebody knowing what to do with it. I can't say I really know. I mean, if it's dead,
Just like Amelia just like slams the
It
finger
might be dead, but the DNA can reach Gen, maybe sell to Progenitus.
Maybe.
That would be a fight.
Can TTI biotech fix stutters?
I don't know. I mean, clearly our tech can. We can look into it. Picked apart by crew scavengers. Might be.
I know.
Beyond the Veil reaches out to you and
Poor Penny.
Character, do you guys want me to stop with the stuff?
No,
no, they're just teasing you. They're looking for something to tease about anyway, so don't worry about it.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't actually pissing people off.
No, I think it's fine.
I'm fine with that.
It hasn't bothered me at all. I think it's kind of cute.
I would latch onto anything to make fun of.
Ship
Yeah.
graveyard.
At least
Well,
I'm not
I mean,
doing the sheep thing. Sam would want to murder me here in a
I'll
little
kill
bit.
you. For
I was
the
gonna
sheep.
say, just give us the easy target for right now.
the ship graveyard. I mean, there might be something there about by getting the breaching pod that I was looking for. There could be some upgrades waiting for us there.
Oh,
Even if we
that's
just
true.
leave the dead bioship alone, there might just be salvage that we could join up with, or we could take their salvage if they don't have enough defense.
If I may, I think the idea for that one would be not so much that we are, picking clean the graveyard, but more attacking the salvages.
Well, it
So
depends on what they have, right? I want to make
Well, we
sure
can
that
do
we're not
that to
walking
just
into
scare them.
Okay, I just want to put forward real quick that I've had 100 lifetimes worth of shit with this weird fucking crap that TTI makes.
Oh, right, she was from the town that had the giant monster thing. You remember the thing that happened like last year where there was a giant monster?
So jealous.
It was crazy. I mean, I've seen videos. It was pretty great. And there was that movie. But go on.
They made a movie out of that?
Hell yeah. Several.
And
There was a
after
fan film. It was a point of view shot kind of thing.
Yeah, Attack of the Block.
Yeah, Cloverleaf.
Yeah.
That was the one with the lifeguard that was perpetually running away from the building. They never actually went to a public pool, but they were always in the lifeguard uniform.
Yeah,
running
didn't
away
really
from
understand the particular outfit they chose, but I appreciated the slow motion
the building.
sequences.
Also, the main character was apparently an expert in what was the explosives expert guy?
Oh, EOD specialist.
Yeah, EOD
The
specialist.
fucking Godzilla. Jesus Christ.
What?
Just like Amelia's just kind of like, you guys are talking about movies. It's like, the thing almost stepped on me.
Listen, it didn't step on you, and that's what matters.
Yeah, it matters. It makes a big difference.
Well, even if we got hit, we don't have to touch the TTI thing. Looking for parts for our ship would be pretty sweet.
I think this is a potential as long as we do a little bit of preliminary research. Because if they're salvaging it from a position of, hey, maybe there's something valuable, then yeah, maybe we can hit them. But if they're salvaging it because they know what they're fucking with, they may actually be prepared for larger than us. So it would be good to look for. Anyway, below that, Mars Car Luxury Cruise Liner traveling unescorted through this. Oh, that's delightful.
That's
I like that
easy.
I mean, I would be inclined to agree with you, but we did just nearly royally fuck up a candy raid. So
Well, then we clearly need the easy target.
it might be right. Progenitus Research Base unknown project is limited outside contact.
I
There's
want
not
to
much info
veto
on that.
Progenitus.
Why are we vetoing Progenitus?
Biological stuff.
What is your worry? You are full of weird biotech.
Progenitus scare me. And also I respect them, but they also scare me.
Like half the people in here are full of weird biotech. Alright, fine. Nearby asteroid sorry,
This
go
is my
on.
opposite opinion here. Like, Pulse has been really good to us, but Progenitus basically ruined the first 19 years of my life.
Oh, it has.
Hmm.
Alright.
Well, I suppose... shall we veto the Pulse one?
Alright, well, drop the Pulse one. Nearby ship graveyard, picked apart salvagers. That one needs some research. Cruise liner seems like fairly simple game. But my worry here is like, you have limited access for that one. You can try to go on as Disguise and just raid the vault.
Do you think they'd be faster than us?
I'm more worried about, like, we need to find a way to make them worried and get money from them that isn't going to involve venting the entire cruise liner into space. Because that's not really something I'm looking to do.
That is true.
So maybe we fake some tickets. We go on as guests and raid the vault.
Lily's face is starting to look across between disgusted and bored at the suggestion.
Maybe we could go on as entertainment. You can make costumes.
Ooh.
What was that, Tygon?
Just saying, I doubt they'll be faster than us because usually luxury cruise liners move slowly. So
you're thinking of a boat. The larger the mast, the larger the engine. They can probably outrun the fuck out of us.
But they're going to be moving slower, so the company that runs it can milk people for more money while they're on ship.
My point exactly. If they notice us and realize the dangers, then yeah, they can probably outrun us, but then maybe we can get around that somehow.
I could be Madame Humphrey on the run for the murder of her husband to get his fortune. And you could be...
I think I've seen that movie.
You could be... She peers at Lani. My feather boa?
Okay, listen, I have done the accessory thing, and I am not doing it presently. I have a captain's hat.
I think the ship already has a captain.
We could do the luxury ship thing. We just hit them hard and fast, and hope that nothing untoward happens to us like that poor schmuck Hondo.
I'm not looking to actually attack a cruise ship full of civilians. That's a higher body count. Like unless we're just strafing it and leaving. Which I suppose we could just fire a few random shots at it that aren't going to do much and be like, higher security, goodbye!
Or frankly, if we had the breaching pod, we could sort of like board and just threaten for like valuables and stuff.
Well, it's going to be traveling for a while. If we go through the salvage part first and see what we can find in that department, we might be able to catch up with it.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the ship graveyard.
Only take one job.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about logistics here. It's traveling through this territory. It's going to be traveling through this territory until it ends up somewhere. We're 4 months from the nearest planet.
So as long as no one else goes to drill first, or frankly, even if it's taken, we'd be future-proofing ourselves if we get geared for the ship.
It's true.
Now, if somebody else takes that, though, we'll be in competition with other pirates.
Also true.
But if somebody else takes it, then they're not giving us the information where it is. So.
Well, why don't we fault?
I'll just let you guys decide. You guys.
I just want to say, as the guide, I'm really enjoying my implementation of this bulletin board system because it really puts it on you guys. What you
It's pretty fun.
It's fun.
I'm thinking for the idea of getting us prepared for further missions, maybe the ship graveyard's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm fighting for ship graveyard too.
I'm also really sad that nobody's actually caught on to the fact that I actually have a reason for the numbering and everything that I've come up with. Maybe someday you'll figure it out.
I highly doubt it.
Sam, there's too many digits, Sam. Just too many. I can't be bothered.
It's actually about the dash at the end.
Nope, no idea. Not gonna try.
L is for lab, U is for unknown target, R is for residence.
U is for unfortunate plan, R is for really unfortunate plan, L is for likely bad idea.
How is a sports have a residence?
Because there's a habitat dome, so there's living people there.
Huh.
Or people living there, which is, I guess, slightly different.
Labs are typically tagged out differently because they consider that there'll be like possibly chemicals and things like that there, and that's a concern.
As Emily's, no wait, what's my character's name? As Liddy is concerned.
All right, well that leaves the people who are actually voting to.
I vote for the cruise liner.
We
I'm gonna
have
let you guys decide because you're nice enough to like take the pulse thing out, and I'm gonna be honest. Part of me is really worried that if I get caught raiding pulse, I'm not gonna be able to go home.
Yeah. What about you, Fee?
I see all the points, but that just target really makes me salivate, and he's actually salivating at this point. But it might be safer to scavenge first.
So is that a scavenge vote?
Salvage. Salvage. Yes,
All
salvage.
right.
Hey, free for salvage.
Salvage has it then.
I really want the boat, though.
I really want the boat too, but I want us to be able to do boat thing easy.
There
Next time,
will
like,
be
a
other
new boat
boats
is
in the
region.
future. We were preparing, we are gearing up. That's why we came back here. We're going to keep the idea moving. I think it's good. The other thing we need to do here is assess whether or not we're just going to go be scavengers or if we're going to actually hit this group, which I think is we're going to have to determine once we can see them.
So you're picking as the captain. Are you clicking the thing?
She will click it.
Alright.
I'm calling it now. They're going to have a battleship.
You select it, and the other options disappear.
I bet I could kill a battleship.
You are given a coordinates. There's an estimated 15 ships that have pulled together from the data you're getting around a fluctuating and intermittent gravity drive that was basically part of a larger ship that was basically powering gravity. It apparently kept spurting on and off for power, and it drew other ships towards it. And they have collided and made kind of a mass that is slowly being
It's a
drifted.
space Hulk.
Yep.
It's slowly drifting towards the sun because people have adjusted its course. And that there is a smallish TTI bioship that has lodged itself into it. It has been rumored to have died within the last 2 weeks. It is still quite fresh.
Parts of that thing probably still alive.
The scavengers are known as the Sierra Group. They do a lot of scavenging in this area and have been quite successful and have never been, to anyone's knowledge, contested on any of their salvage rights.
Are they a legitimate salvage group?
They managed to beat TTI to their own ship.
Ooh.
And it is causing some ruffled feathers. The information that you are getting from your document looks like it may actually be from TTI, who would like to get these people hit.
Okay, shall we prep the ship?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Does anybody know anything about this kind of tech?
Absolutely.
Let's say
What
somebody
not?
had like a piece of biotech in them. It's not gonna do weird shit around this stuff.
We have like 6 people with biotech in them. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I am literally more technology than flesh at this point.
Listen,
I don't
even
mind
have a
saying
brain
it.
up here. It's all like through here and everything.
Did you get that? Has that been advantageous at all?
I mean, I guess I bumping my head doesn't daze me much anymore.
I mean, fair.
All I have is perfectly regular, cybernetic stuff. I don't have any TTI tech in my body.
Are you talking about like TTI's implants?
Yeah, somebody had something like that.
Well, I
One of
mean,
those, like crazy magic ones.
it's their own ship, right? They're gonna have their own people on it with their own tech on it.
Yeah, surely they wouldn't interact badly. Otherwise, that would be really bad for them.
You would think that like their own stuff would work on their own vessel to some reasonable degree.
Huh. Okay.
Should
Cool.
be fine. But I don't really have much experience with it, so I can't say.
I've got
How about you,
a
Captain?
bit. It was a little peculiar.
Hypothetical, anyway.
What did you? So like, is there what? Have you had like weird grumblies or something?
I have no idea what you just said, Lonnie.
There were. So I've had a minor. There was a run-in some time back where weird shit occurred, right? None of it particularly related to a bioship or whatnot, but I have seen transited implants behave in some peculiar ways. And if that is a thing that you are perhaps carrying in you that is also behaving in peculiar ways, then perhaps we should know just on principle, rather than, related to the ship?
Not a thing.
Honesty's the best policy.
Being honest, nothing. I don't have none of that.
What? Alright, so entirely hypothetical question then.
Yep.
Cool. Well, then there should be no problem. I mean, there shouldn't have been a problem anyway, but there's definitely no problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm reassured.
Alright, I'm setting course. Ship, set course. And by that, I mean, if there's a pilot, you're welcome to set course when you're ready.
I'd suggest restocking supplies. How long is this going to take?
I mean, I thought we had done that, because it's like a day later.
Yeah, it is the next day. It will take you approximately 6 days of travel with your ship to catch up to this.
I can finish our costumes.
Excellent.
We can finish that campaign. You're not getting out of that.
Excited.
Sam, I'm going to disengage from the station, and I'm going to set course.
Are you guys absolutely sure you want to leave the station now?
Well, I mean, so... is there something hanging overhead we don't know about? We assume that we restocked everything.
I'm not saying that there's anything that you have hanging over your head that I know of. But I'm saying, are there any purchases that somebody needed? Because you will not be able to retro. So, is there anything you needed?
I think I got it all. Let me look.
I think I have everything.
Because we're not going to do the jumping back and forth thing of, I totally bought that back then. Shifty eyes. We're doing this now.
We've got food, water, and all the stuff we need to exist, right? For the ship.
Yeah, you got that.
If I'm forgetting anything, I'm not bright enough to think of it, so I'm A-okay.
I got this here point shift gauntlet. I got this here suck suit. I didn't get the cooker because we didn't have one.
Yep.
Didn't we pick up that, wasn't there... I thought in the airlock or something we got one of those patch systems that fixes holes in holes. Like, I was going to buy one, but I thought we had one.
I don't remember you guys having one.
Okay, well,
I don't remember having one.
Let me get one of those then. I thought we had picked one up in one of the areas or something, but I might be thinking of something else. Vacuum sealing system.
I think I may have noted that there was one there, but nobody actually said they grabbed it, and then it just kind of got lost in the ether.
All right.
So that's
I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those. That is a Gear Score 0 thing.
Alright, Gear Score 0?
Yeah.
Alright.
Which they hopefully have, because they live out in space.
I will say that is a guarantee that they will have.
There's most space-related things they probably... Yeah,
things that, would save your life in space, they have. They just don't always have the right brand. So, you can totally get that. Your ship is a little manky still.
I need to buy a comm thing.
Oh, yeah. See, this is why I was saying. I knew there was something that I remembered that you might have wanted to buy.
But I'm not entirely sure what I'm buying.
Probably a little comm spot would work. Just putting in your helmet or something.
Yeah, could I network one of those to my toggle?
Yeah, I'll say you can. I don't see why it wouldn't work.
I will buy a couple.
Whatever the book says, screw the book. Guess what, guys? We're beyond book time. The book is kind of released. You know what that means? Sam gets to start house ruling.
Now that we're on a playtest, the rules.
We're on a playtest now. I'm gonna write my 60-page home rules document and make Zev cry.
Redo all of combat. Fuck this entire system over here.
Alright, so I just want you guys to know, mice are now the master race.
Oh,
What's it?
Not hamsters?
What are we playing, Albedo now? Wait.
No, hamsters are just one of the sub-races. They're like the vassals. Alright, so, you guys can make those purchases. Those are fine. And then you guys can disembark. So you're just gonna kick off the station.
Yep.
Control V. I'm not gonna make you do the check I did last time, just because this will be... Basically, you've been on and off the station a few times now with this rig. So, you can take off into space.
Also, let's pause for a moment for bathrooms and whatnot.
Yeah, okay. Let's do a potty break. That's not a bad idea.
Can I make my rolls for costume making?
You may make your rolls for costume making. Okay. For everybody else, the difficulty is only going to be a difficulty 2, unless you're going to do something as garish as what you did for Lonnie.
No. You mean as amazing?
They're just getting the Sentai pirate suits.
Because I will say, it wasn't the fact that Lonnie's wasn't that big to make, but Lonnie's was fancy, very fancy.
Right.
And you needed to make it drape right all the time over a noodle body.
Okay. I'm doing 4 rolls because
I'm doing a potty break. So just a reminder, everybody, potty is something you should do every once in a while. Like, you should hydrate. Have you drinking water? You should drink the water. Also, this is a perfect time for you to make a U2 joke.
Nah.
I too will go to the bathroom.
Not edgy enough. I tried.
I don't get it.
maybe that's not going to work. It's not the edge enough.
Tygon's costume was complicated for some reason.
Wait, what? Shit, what did I just put that in? Oh, okay. All right, I'll be back.
Good luck.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I managed to do it over the trip.
Oh my god.
I had to use focus on a couple of days.
That is
Fee's
hilarious.
uniform was complicated, apparently.
It's because you kept trying to make it go for both.
Yeah.
You had to give up.
Probably forgot Zen's back fin. Then had to redo the whole thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Amelia gets to be pink.
Uh-huh. Pretty in pink.
Yeah. Lily's going to be white.
Hmm?
What color is Sen?
Are you typifying people?
Yes. Well, she's got to color coordinate with the fur and stuff.
You mean like body or favorite color?
You mean
The
like
body.
the fishy scales of the shark?
Blue? Oh, you're just going to get blue then. That's easy.
I return.
Fee gets to be yellow.
What? Yellow what?
I thought V's outfit was black.
No, Fee. V.
Oh,
V.
Oh, Control V gets to be
Yellow?
yellow.
No, my outfit is already determined. I have halfway drawn it already.
It can be yellow or green.
Sorry, I've already had a green character.
So yellow it is.
Unfortunately, Nani has taken both the black and red positions.
Well, now that you've fulfilled the fact that we are the Power Rangers.
Nah, it's not Power Rangers. We don't have helmets. I'm making this without helmets.
Yeah, but they wear helmets in space.
The hat.
Oh shit.
Counts.
Yeah. Because you're in space. Space!
Yeah, these outfits are also completely incompatible with the spacesuits or the armor, so they're basically pointless.
No. That is not how this is gonna roll.
That's not true for Lonnie.
Because this is where we're at.
Oh my god, Lonnie.
This is no, it's going Captain Harlock. The ship will likewise look like the ship.
Should we put a big skull on our ship?
Yes. Should we put a big skull on our ship?
Man, what a dumb fun film that was.
Come on.
Right.
Harlock had some pretty great fight sequences and nothing else.
Alright.
Can our control system be a pirate's wheel?
I sure as hell hope so. The bigger question is how I'm going to use it.
Are we all here?
Raise your hand if you're not here.
I see it. That's gonna be the same kind of bait and switch as stupid Gurren Lagann was.
What, Harlock? Harlock was just a beautiful movie with a terrible script, is what Harlock was.
You turn your brain off, you watch it, it's great.
Just don't attempt to make any sense of it because they certainly didn't try. But it sure is cool looking.
Do we have
usually good enough for me.
Let's see.
Sound off.
I haven't
Kamba.
heard Amelia or
Gypsy.
There's Toby. Fox, are you there? Fox is not there. That's who we're missing.
We don't have Fox yet. Okay, when Fox gets back. So remember, always arm Sam with things that she can use against you so you can get really sad mail. Why did you leave me behind? Also, Allie, I love the skull-themed Power Rangers. That is entirely what I want to believe the uniforms look like.
They're fantastic.
That had better damn well be what the uniforms look like.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Power!
Oh no. I didn't even think about the fact that our ship's called the Power. We are the rangers that come from the ship.
No, you're the power pirates. It's completely different. Yeah.
Legally distinct.
Teenage Mutant Power Pirates.
No, it's completely adult power pirates.
Legally allowed to be pirates.
We make good decisions. Power pirates.
No, we make decisions. Oh no, we don't.
Oh, that's amazing. Why am I watching this Captain Harlock thing while I wait?
Because lasers.
Lasers are a good reason.
Oh, wait. I forgot. Their ship was red.
Holy crap, this was actually a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a Sentai group that was pirate themed.
I had
Jade
no
made me
idea.
watch a few episodes of it. It was really good.
I didn't know that either.
Well, I mean, I guess that's happening. Why would we not have sails in space?
Is this now our cockpit?
Okay, I'm back.
There you go. Yeah, that seems good. I mean, I'm not going to take it over Harlock's ship because it's 100 times better, but...
We have to?
You mean you're not taking it over the actually cool anime?
The actually cool anime pirate ship, yeah.
Captain Harlock?
Yeah.
Harlock is amazing.
Hold up. Can we do,
Sam was trying to run actually serious HSD game.
I'm sorry, Sam. This one
years
went way off the rails, like from the very first session.
Sam did follow that up with 2.5 years ago when Sam tried to run an actually serious game. Some of you weren't there for it. I know I wasn't. Okay.
So,
All right.
I absolutely love the costume.
Yes, it is a great costume.
Oh yeah, you're pink, by the way, Amelia.
Cool.
Alright, so you guys are disembarked into space. Control V is driving you guys. It will take about 6 days. During that time, Lily will have outfitted everyone with fantastical power pirate costumes.
And Amelia would have lost 6 successive games of whatever it is we decided to name this.
I've got a thing in my thing. I'll look it up. But I refuse to accept that.
I didn't say they were the only 6 games that were played. They were just successive at some points.
I think you guys should do a roll-off.
It's true.
Isn't that like
Yeah, I'd like to see some contested rolls here for
just roll an array of like 4 dice, 5 dice or something.
Roll D100 each 4 times, and whoever gets higher on each day. Bam.
Sorry, Pickle.
Oh, apparently I wasn't trying in the last day.
Oh wait, we're supposed to.
We gotta see these other rolls.
Okay, Amelia wins the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you can't roll them individually. It changes the odds.
how does it change? Please explain.
If you were a team wargamer, you know that it changes the odds.
I would like to point out that was the argument.
Okay, Amelia somehow loses the second day.
And the third day.
So it's a tie.
No,
It's a tie.
I see.
But I'd like to point out the argument on the first day is basically, Amelia, no, you don't roll your dice one at a time. That changes the odds. And that lost half.
I got a question. How are you guys rolling the dice in space? Are you using an app, or are you literally just throwing the dice against the bulkhead? Are they magnetic?
No, nobody uses an app to roll dice. Shut your mouth.
Magnetic dice.
This is not a future that I want to be a part of.
Magnetic dice would be too easy to read.
You roll them down a dice tower, and by that I mean you load it in the top and you throw the dice tower, and they come out the bottom of it.
The dice tower has artificial gravity.
No, the real reason it took like a full day to play the game is they got bored after the first dice roll, and they were just like, well, I guess you win.
It's not stopping rolling.
Dice is still going across the room. As hasn't stopped yet. Does it really count as the floor if the walls are floors? I don't know.
I can just see that. Just like, well, this isn't gonna work. Do we just roll on our toggles? I die before I do.
Yes. I suppose if you want to be a heretic, you can do that.
It's me too.
That was a test. You passed.
Alright, so you guys will have ventured out through space, passing through there's like a major asteroid field right here. We'll just say randomly there's a bunch of asteroids they've kind of herded that they're trying to get into a rotational orbit that have various different things on them. Possibly some of them had some of your targets, you'll never know. And as you come out of it, you see this kind of outlined by the brightness of the sun, this big hulk of ships. It's actually bigger than the station that you guys have been visiting. It is actually a rather large collection of different vehicles. One of them looks like it must have been a cruise liner at some point. One of them looks like it may have crashed repeatedly onto a planet in order to facilitate people getting off of it. I don't know.
I don't know if we could allow all these callbacks to previous games. This is not a thing.
That actually would have that
Listen, you are a callback to a previous game.
Shut up, that was the point.
Oh shit, so am I.
There's at least 2 or 3 in this game, if you think about it, because technically Control V is also a control factor.
1 second, switching to Day, she's coming for Lonnie.
I'm coming, Lonnie.
Does that mean I have to switch to Zuri?
Yeah, that's basically what the next boat's gonna bring one day, and Zuri to vessel everybody. Alright, so because there's like these beautiful like rays of the sun kind of pique your eye, which you don't really want to look at too much because the sun is very present
the sun.
in space.
But
But you can see it kind of flecking off the metal, and there's this kind of like almost squid-like shape of this kind of tentacled long kind of weird bioship that has kind of enraptured itself in with everything. And on the far side you can see kind of a smaller orange flecked vehicle. It's probably about 3 times the size of your ship, with what seems to be a large mounted arm working on it.
both of those seem like things I don't necessarily want to go toe-to-toe with.
Oh my god, it's a grappling ship. Outlaw Star.
So many references!
Can
My
we
game is
see
just
any weapons on it from here?
You would need to do some checks.
Wait. Are we just doing references? Sol Bianca. I'm sorry.
What kind of
And not obscure references, just like...
Can I
I'm sorry.
visually check?
Huh?
Can I do a visual check with my eyes?
You could try to do a visual check with your eyes. That would be a body perceive. And I would probably say at this distance and the way it's facing, it would probably be a difficulty 3.
Oh my god. Ow! I don't see shit because we're in space.
Yep, the light's actually a little too much because you're having to look towards the sun.
I will keep squinting at the screen at our cockpit window.
Alright, let's try to take us around some place where they're not going to immediately see us. Maybe we can go in a little bit and try to get a closer look.
Alright. I am going to have Control V roll a stealth check to drive the ship sneakily.
A stealth check, you say?
Yes. And I'm going to say this is going to be a mind-based check because you're using the vehicle.
Oh my.
God, we're just going crazy with the rules right now.
I know, we're all over the place, guys! We're in
Okay,
uncharted
so-
territory. The vehicle rules don't exist, so Sam can do what she wants.
It is a little bit freeform on that one.
Yep.
Do all my modifiers affect this?
Not on the ship, no.
So I don't get
you
my
don't get-
simplifications from...
Being your body, no.
Yeah,
No,
no, not you wouldn't for that.
Just the pure proficiency stuff.
It's the pure proficiency stuff. Because you are not the ship. Yet.
Do I get my quirks? I get my quirks though, right?
What are your quirks?
+2 stealth.
From what?
Legacy, or no, honed.
No,
That's for your body.
That's for your body. Yeah.
Ah!
This is for the mind.
Okay, what's my difficulty check then?
Is a difficulty 2 because I'm treating it like you guys are in combat. Because I'm lazy.
So I'm 2 over.
Because if you do it bad, you'll be in combat.
So I'm 2 over, so 2d10?
That is the way with like stealth.
2d10, correct.
I mean, that's like the easiest way to do it. It's gonna be a difficulty 2. I should actually raise it because you guys are coming from the other side and they have the sun at their back.
And I'm just gonna say I do have a boon in stealth, but I don't think I need it.
Yep. Alright, Control V manages to kind of drift along with the refuse and everything like that in such a way that you guys look like you're a ragged piece of junk that has just been kind of collected along with the rest
Power
of
can never be mistaken for a ragged piece of junk.
Ali denies the stealth
It's a
check.
ragged piece of junk, but it's our ragged piece of junk.
I think
I'm assuming in doing so he flicks the lights off and he ends up mostly coasting it in.
Yeah, there's power is almost minimal. The main engines were cut a while back, and he's just been using the RCS to kind of
you
push
run it
it
for
in.
as long as you need to catch up, because it is, you
Yeah.
know, to get a speed.
And we pretend that in sci-fi it's not impossible to hide a ship in space from anything that has any degree of heat.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not going to use real physics because that's dull. We'd like to thank science once again for making an exciting sequence boring.
Oh, well, we detected them from miles and miles away because they showed up as a bleep of heat in space.
Alright, so you manage to kind of press in. Your vehicle manages to stop just short of slamming into another vehicle that's in there kind of ragged and hanging. But you are in the graveyard. There is the hulks of many dead ships and just metal chunks, occasionally just refuse. You can tell some people may have just vented things out. There is a freeze-dried whatever that is. It may have been biological floating by. It has kind of a partial face of a vector, and it looks like it's caught screaming with icicles going on it as it goes by.
Nice.
A familiar sight for us.
Yeah, it's a familiar sight.
We've seen that.
Wait, icicles? Holy shit! The guy was in the bath.
Or he sneezed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or there was any amount of water where he was.
Oh, do we want to board these things or go check out their ship first?
I definitely, I mean, they look like they've got a fairly adept situation over there. I kind of want to judge it, at least know how many numbers we're dealing with.
Do you want me to go sneak over?
That's probably best. They might have an easier time finding the rest of us.
Okay.
Alright, don't go in too far. In fact, maybe you should just leave the big glowy stick here so you're not tempted.
My God. I won't turn it on, I promise, unless they attack me, which they won't, because I'm not going to get caught.
Right.
I'm not sure I trust her.
I'm
She goes
slipping into
sneaking
the
in,
airlock.
and she turns on the scythe, and all we hear is over the speakers, oons, oons, oons,
Alright,
oons.
so you guys watch as Lily gets into the airlock, and it starts doing decompression. And after a moment, the doors on the other side open, and there is a slight explosion in the airlock as Lily's helmet goes boom. Glass shards fly everywhere.
What? What did I miss?
I specifically bought a glass bowl.
She told me she wanted a glass bowl that would blow up.
Why?
Pressure.
Your character's supposed to be an engineer.
No, she's a dressmaker.
She just took engineering for that.
Yeah, but she has clearly used it for fixing the rest of our ship, which I assume is about to do the same thing as her helmet.
Costume making isn't engineering.
Yeah.
I can plug a hole on a ship, but man.
There's a very shocked face on Lily as her carefully crafted glass dome shatters and flies off harmlessly.
She turns back to face the airlock door, looking very disgruntled.
You see Lonnie sitting there with the closest approximation an armless snake can have to the Picard. Why the fuck? She's got her wing out in front of her.
Folded.
Yeah, the wing is in front of her. Like, why? What?
Why did this happen?
How is this a thing?
Hey guys, I would like to put something up for vote. If we ever need any panels of glass replaced on this ship, do not let her do it.
I'm removing my costume right now. I'll tell you what.
Is she okay?
You know, I don't even care. I hope she died.
You see her like pressing against the little button for her throat mic, her mouth moving. All you really hear is like the mic rubbing against her a bit.
This is
really hear that
beyond useless.
That's how we carry through.
It's touching the mic, so it's actually translating.
Yeah.
Actually, she could probably
Vibrations.
press the mic directly to her throat.
The vibrations of the vocal cords are from the air moving through it.
Yeah,
That's not going to work.
The rubbing.
You hear the rubbing of her rubbing her.
This is literally beyond useless. In fact, she can't even hear us. She can't. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna try to communicate with her. She fogs the window, and then she uses her tail to write "You are dumb."
It's reversed.
Squinty facing a bit, but then I'm just going to type on my toggle. Oops. Don't worry. Utility. Just type at me. Please. I'm so sorry. I forgot.
We're off to a good start. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm confident about the success of this mission.
Almost comical frilly thing left with like chunks of sharp glass sticking up around her neck as she floats away.
Almost comical.
It's kind of actually a little intimidating now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real scary as I float by. Maybe I can play dead.
Yeah, this is the best part. Is I've been waiting for this hammer to drop for like 4 sessions because she had this idea like at the beginning of the game. She's been waiting for it, guys.
Absolute menace.
Alright. Danger to yourself and others.
One more session of typing on my toggle before I go to an actual helmet.
Alright, just go out and do your goddamn job.
I'm gonna.
That's why I was thinking if anybody was gonna buy a backup spacesuit just in case.
Why would we? Who goes out into space with glass?
A glass helmet a couple of times.
No, I was just thinking you guys might want a backup spacesuit because out of character, somebody has a tendency to go Super Saiyan and need a spacesuit.
Yeah, that's also a good idea.
That would be the sort of thing that said Super Saiyan needs to buy.
I'm gonna fly over to that ship.
Alright, go ahead and give me 3 stealth rolls. And we'll
3
say
stealth rolls, you
difficulty 2.
say?
Yep.
Okay.
Difficulty 2.
D10.
You're
first
covering
one.
a lot of space very fast.
I will reroll that first 10. I've got a boon, so it's a free reroll.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Oh, nice, fine.
Another one. Fine.
Nice.
And fine.
Yep, you do not fall under their
wait, sorry. Take away those 4s on those 2 rolls. I've tapped to the wrong one.
Oh.
In fact, those should have been 2d10. I'll just reroll those both in general.
Okay. Okay, reroll those, please.
Yeah. Oh god, that's terrible. I'll use the boon on that one to reroll the first 10. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, 14.
And the last one, I'll use the boon on that to reroll that first d10. Hey!
Nice. Okay, you didn't roll below just a straight 12, right?
Nope, no, nothing below 12.
You didn't roll 12, right?
No.
Okay, because 12 would have been their passive.
I've got a 13,
They have
14, and
somebody on
15.
watch. Because it's one of those things you've successfully hidden, but they're still
34.
counter looking for you. So, you managed to get up close. You can see there seems to be about 8 people going in and out of the vehicle. They have various different cutting arms and stuff like that. Give me a body perceive. Yeah, just give me a body perceive.
Difficulty.
We'll say 3.
Okay.
On this one.
I will spend a
Focus.
as I would have to bump it by 1 and then reroll anyway. I'll just put 2 in and bump it to 12.
Yeah. Okay. I was saying you might as well just pay 2.
Yeah.
All right. So you succeed. Like I said, you see about 8 people going in and out. They seem to be actively working on the bioship and mostly paying attention to that. They do have 2 people who are standing primarily on lookout.
Mm-hmm.
They have heavy weapons that apparently fire in space. Sam hasn't looked them up yet, but there are weapons that fire in space, shifty eyes, and they seem to be keeping a lookout in case anybody
fire in space.
Only once.
Yeah, but they seem to be mostly the kind of lookouts, kind of big burly looking fellows. The interesting thing you will notice while they are working on the bioship, you can see the flesh recoiling as if in pain, as if it's being cut into.
Going to send a message to the rest. 8 dudes, 2 heavily armed. Bioship's still alive, and she'll just snap a few pictures with a toggle.
So based on what we're seeing, does it look like what are they doing to stabilize themselves to the ship? Like, how are they attached to it?
They basically have big grappling hooks that they have dug deep into the flesh with.
And they themselves are traveling on those lines, I'm guessing.
Those tether lines, yeah, going back and forth between their own ship.
They
also have the point shift gauntlets. You notice they all have those because they're ready for space.
Yeah, prepared.
What about the ship itself? Does it have armament?
The ship does have armament. It has 2 forward-facing cannons, 2 miniguns for either side, and 1 in the back.
She will report those details.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's some way that we could turn on their thrusters so that they end up crashing into the other bioship.
What other bioship? There's only the one bioship.
Yeah, the one they're in front of. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah. You said the other bioship.
Whatever.
You are the hacker. You should know that.
You'd have to get
Is that a message or a asked phone call?
She was pondering
out loud.
Okay.
Yeah. Because texting it to you is going to be a little inefficient. That, and I don't want you to go try it by yourself.
I could totally sneak on board and engineer
this
stuff.
What hacking means. You hear the shink of the Skype. I know how to hack.
She'll send a message saying, take a few more pictures of any vulnerabilities you can think of and come back.
Okay. I will try. And can I use my engineering to try and spot any particular vulnerabilities on the ship itself?
Yes, you may do an engineering check. I'll say difficulty 3 on this.
Okay. Hooray! And I've got a boon. I don't know what it'd be used for here, but...
Alright, 1 second. I gotta reload because apparently Roll20 decided to kick me out.
Oh.
Roll20.
So you got a 13?
Yep.
Alright, so surprisingly enough, for people who are traveling in a 4D environment, if you think about it, or in a 4-directional environment, the underside's completely unprotected. It has nothing going on, and you don't actually think any of the guns can reach there.
Your actually message: underside of ship completely unprotected, firing arc wise. If we pilot good, we could probably take them out.
It has a very soft underbelly.
Ignore the fact that all of our arcs except the front are in similar position to that.
And the front, it's actually kind of like the front bottom, not directly the front.
The other thing that I will give you about this is that one of their main entrances to their cargo area of their vehicle is through the bottom.
Oh, also that is the cargo entrance.
Right, so we can conceivably get on board relatively easily.
Could we just steal their ship?
I'm kind of thinking about it. It'd be nice if we can keep it intact. It's more like if we decide to steal their ship, then we have to deal with them. A bunch of them are currently out of the ship. If we get to the ship fast enough and steal it without them knowing, I mean, that seems like a long shot. We'd have to get all the way up to that bridge and hope we didn't get caught and somehow silently get rid of the people on the way.
How big is their ship compared to ours?
About 3 times.
3 times, yeah. It's bigger and stronger.
So, assuming about 50 crew.
Well,
What
there's 8
if...
visible outside right now.
Can we feasibly cause them to go careening over to the other ship for one reason or another, such as they found something?
I was thinking about that. If we can bait them onto one of them, but what if we drift our ship over like it's wreckage?
Might be difficult because they're probably keeping an eye for anything coming close.
No, that's the idea. We make it look like it's abandoned. In fact, we might even abandon it. We can make ourselves the bait. They probably know what's on the other ship, but they don't know what's on this one.
I will say...
Also, you have one person that can look like your vacuumed spacesuit ruptured crew person.
That's
true. Dead and floating.
She'll ham it up, though.
In space, still careening.
Achoo!
She just comes back and her eyeballs have ruptured. Like, guys, I got really into the act.
Lonnie, I don't know how good of an idea it is. It sounds like it could be fun, but it is stupidly dangerous. Let's do it.
Oh my! All right, come on back. We're gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do with this.
I think we might be able to pull it off.
You guys there?
Yeah, she sent you a message saying come back.
Okay. Right. I will head back.
Alright, give me your stealth checks on the way back.
Oh, actually, first I'm actually gonna message. Don't want me to stay in position.
I need you here to talk. This isn't going to work over text.
Okay. And I will do my stealths. Oh. That was difficulty 3 stealths, right? Or was it 4? I can't remember.
Difficulty 2.
2. Oh. 2d10. That's right.
So
First one. Reroll first.
Anyone else pilot?
Okay.
A pilot?
Yes.
Oh, this is bad. Alright, okay. Gonna reroll that first one first. Okay, this isn't good.
Oh no, you might have to play dead.
I'm gonna use my last 2 focus to reroll that one.
Oh wow!
Alright, now let's just hope that the last roll goes okay.
Yeah, good luck.
Woo!
Whew, get out scot-free. Alright, so...
There was you just saw that the guy with the binocular standing on the ship just kind of panned over, stopped for a second, and then kept going.
No, she was going quickly, through things when she had cover, and her momentum kept going a little fast. And she was like, "Oh, that's not drifting! That's not drifting!" And she managed to catch herself to stay into the cover. You float your way super fast back because you are super speedy in space for reasons that only science and HSD can say. I don't know, but it does. All right, so you get back, and suddenly you're back in the airlock. A lot of the glass has drifted away. Some of it's kind of just floating around in there, though.
Yeah, okay. Cycle the airlock. Come back on board.
Yeah.
Did you actually make it out of glass?
Well, yeah, it was cheap and it looked nice. It was a good design. Big.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Captain.
I'm possibly.
What is space helmets made from?
They're made out of better material than just like fishbowl glass, love. I mean, it exploded because it's a goddamn fishbowl.
Okay, I'm gonna go take this off now.
You do that. It looks like it's
racist.
a little painful. Anyway, so we need to decide about how all in we're going to go into this one because we don't want repeats of certain mistakes that happened previously. So I see a couple options. There might be a way to get them to fire their thrusters so that they crash into the ship they're currently attached to. That would potentially screw them up quite a bit. It would certainly make them worry. It would knock a few people off their tethers. It lowers the body count some, so we're not dealing with 8 people at once. I would rather like to be able to take their ship. It looks like it's better equipped than ours are, but that involves either killing all of them or somehow sneaking on board without them knowing we're there.
And that's kind of just abandoning them to die in space.
Well, they'd have ours, unless we brought it with us.
You want to give up the power?
Which we probably should, considering that there's information on this ship they shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And we can't abandon the power, Captain.
All right, Commander Fishbowl.
I'm the commander.
Apparently, there's an entrance from the bottom. We could just board that way. But then we have to decide what it is we're trying to do with them. So what is the goal, do you think? If we're just trying to spook them, we can probably take a few random shots, then maybe get them to fire their thrusters so they crash into the thing they're working on. We can make their salvage useless. That means going onto the buyer's ship and getting rid of whatever's valuable in there. I don't know what is, but we can probably set a fire, and that would be a good start.
I could go into the bio ship. Really scare them.
That's a thought. But again, you'd be outnumbered.
And also, if the bioship is venting atmosphere, that's kind of good. You're kind of going to have a repeat of...
there's an air problem in there.
Exposure.
They look like they were
Which
all
also
suited.
means the fire wouldn't work.
Yeah, they're really heavily armed. They're ready to fight things like you.
Well, there's explosives. We can plant them along the bottom. Just fuck them up a bit.
I kind of really like the idea of stealing the ship.
Well, that means we need to find a way to get thrust and control, and we need to do it without dying.
I hate to be the downer here, but we should remember, what are we actually supposed to do here?
Well, I think doing any one of these is going to cement the fact that they have a threat they need to defend against. It's just a matter of which one is going to make us less likely to die.
There's no directive. There is a ship graveyard and a crew of salvagers that want us to do stuff with the salvagers, I guess.
The directive still is make people buy security from the people who employ us.
I will also note, you guys were specifically kind of had noticed that this information for this salvage group came from TTI, who might be mad.
Yeah, so this kind of actually falls outside of the make people buy security thing, so...
Which it might make TTI buy security if you...
If we cause enough trouble for this group, steal their ship, leave the TTI ship behind, and just wave as we leave.
Okay.
What if
TTI might actually come in and pick these guys up and just be like, you done bad.
But it is also fair to just scare them to the point that they need to buy security. That is also a very fair interpretation. So
that's I mean, it's an option, but it's like we don't have the solid directive of we must do this. We kind of got a bit of freedom here.
Also,
this isn't the only
supposed to be self-sufficient, which means. Honestly, if we find something we can use, if we steal their ship and they survive, then they'll buy security and we could get a ship. Power is nice, and we could keep it. We could slave its drives to the new one, and just take it with us and leave them with a bottle or two.
Well, how good you're a good pilot, for you, yeah?
Decent. I wouldn't call myself the best. There's always room for improvement, but I'm good.
Did he put his hand up, Captain?
I can always assist him.
Yeah?
I got a fake idea, but I need it to be vetoed by people that are smarter than me, maybe.
What do you got for me?
They're currently tethered to that ship, right? With crew moving between it. It means if they have to disengage, it takes them some time to withdraw that, or a bit risk abandoning their people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we just go at them fast from the underside, and then board.
Right, but that's the question: is what we do once we're in. Getting in doesn't seem like it's gonna be that big a problem. It's what you want to accomplish when we're in there.
Anybody that tries to stop us and take control of the ship, if they don't resist, then that's fine.
Oh, it just seems like a fight against 8 people to 4.
I will say I'm pretty decent at infiltration.
Also,
I'll also say since Lily rolled well enough, that ship is equipped with an escape pod.
Also, Lalani, I want to point out something to you. I point at Lily. Badass. I point at Lonnie herself. Badass. I point at Zen. Badass. And I put it at Amelia. Bigger badass.
You're misinterpreting the idea. It doesn't take a badass to just, go fighting a one-on-one fight. I don't step into odds that are double me. That's just not a thing that I do. Nor do I recommend it to anybody who intends to live to the end of the year. If there is a way for us to do this that doesn't involve us all getting shot at by people who outnumber us 2-1, we're going to take that route.
Hack their ship and start venting? Force them into the escape pod?
Shutting down the computer might be useful. We can hold them hostage that way fairly easily. So if we shut it down so they don't have control, they don't have thrust, then they'll be sitting there burning up the resources with no way out. They're going to have to call for help. We can be the first ones to answer. We can ransom their computer codes to them.
Once the crew's on board, the power could open fire on the others.
I could sever the cables and make sure they have trouble getting back on board.
Did you see anything nearby? Like, is there another ship out there we can maybe use to just ram them with? Anything with enough fuel to just go?
They've cleared a lot of it's just chunks nearby.
I don't know about fuel, but there didn't seem to be a lot of intact stuff.
I wonder if we could throw something. It's
Maybe,
a shame we don't have a grapple.
Kind of ruin the capture the ship bit?
No, it's mostly just, it would have to be something of significant size. That we can hit the bioship with it.
Well, he just shrugs. I'm afraid I'm kind of a fairly straightforward blitz person, so you're going to have to come up with this plan if you want one.
Wish there was a way we could know how many were inside their ship.
I mean, I can't imagine many, because, well, it's only a few times bigger than us. 8's a pretty decent crew for that already. And frankly, beyond the pilot holding the course, why would you want everyone staying inside when you're in the middle of nowhere, no one around, and you can be salvaging quicker?
Alright, so what if we combine all of them a little bit, right? What if we try to get a few people on board the bioship to serve as convenient distractions, something that they're not really able to discount as just sort of a raid from another group, right? We get our monster man, we get maybe you out there, right? So they're not seeing spacesuits, they're seeing an animated corpse. I mean, not that you look particularly corpsey, but like we can doll you up a little bit.
Makeup.
Right, that. And we give them something to freak out about, so maybe they call some reinforcements, right? There's something in here, it's alive, it's fucking with us, bring in all the people, so the ship is mostly empty, and the rest of us can go in there and try to take over it, or at least decouple their cables, in a stealthy fashion so they don't know they're being raided. Then all we'd have to do is hit the jets for about 3 seconds, and we'll outdistance where they can get with a spacesuit.
And I guess if we spook them badly enough that they just run, I mean, it doesn't get us the ship, but...
No, but it accomplishes part of the mission, so there's 2 potential successes there. The real risks are that once we leave with the big ship, the people on board the bioship are going to be stuck there until they get rescued. We can bring the power around, but there's still going to be a bit of a delay, and you're likely going to have a running firefight on the way out.
You could always send them the escape shuttle.
Well, yeah, we could shoot the escape pod off to the side. You're just going to have to find a way to get out of the ship you're in without getting stuck on the way there.
I'm comfortable with that.
I suppose it doesn't matter if you cut holes in the dead thing.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of still alive.
Oh. Well, that's a...
Or I guess
thing.
Maybe part of it is, it was recording as they were cutting into it.
I'm not really sure that they all die at one time.
It might not be dead. It might be dying, and it was assumed dead.
Who knows how those things work?
Alright, so what about that?
I'm used to them, just back.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
He sort of shrugs, not entirely certain. And I'm willing to go along with what you say.
Alright, let's do it then.
Come on, let's go take that ship.
Okay.
Come on.
So,
I mean, if nothing else, it's going to make them. We'll get something out of it. We'll get them away from that ship. We'll get their ship. We'll get something we run away with and giggle. Something will happen. So we need to find a way to get you two onto. Did it? Sit
Bono.
we have to find a way to make Bono get onto the ship. We have to find a way to get the two of you onto the ship. You'll probably cut in from the side they can't see if they're all going in from one end based on these pictures. Maybe you can get in from the other side. We'll wait for them to call reinforcements over once you started your thing, and we'll try to go up through the bottom.
Okay, yeah. Should we do that, Fee? Maybe if there's air there, you can do your transforming thing.
I want Zen with me. She knows how to go on silently. We'll take the big ship. I don't know that we need a third person.
Maybe no. Hang on. Fee and Amelia should probably be here piloting, right?
Actually, yeah, it might be good if Amelia stays on board here. Actually, well, now I installed the software on here. I can actually call the ship over remotely now. It won't do anything fancy, but
we can always get the power later.
well,
Also,
so the power's our only way out if we need to if everything goes wrong. So
the heavy guns that the two just patrol people had, the guards.
Yeah.
Did they look like they could potentially do damage to the power?
Yeah, they could possibly do damage to the power.
I'd kind of rather have a proper pilot here because a couple of their personal armaments look like they could really hurt the ship.
well, are you all right being on board the bioship with just the two of you against potentially 6-7 people?
Frankly, I'm fine being on my own, but who's coming with me?
She points over
raises his hand.
to V.
So, Amelia, you okay piloting on your own?
Yeah, I can pilot it.
You haven't been flying this thing. Something I needed to tell you, and you must remember this with this.
I will say though, Lily, it could probably take several shots before it would actually be a problem for the power. It's just it could damage the power. It just wouldn't knock the power out in one hit.
Oh, she's going to leave it at that foreboding idea. So.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah.
The powers drives are about half a degree off, so think about that. And remember, red ones go faster.
That's the kind of thing you're supposed to tell me.
V, she got us back here, when you were half the man you used to be, not like 2 days ago.
In fact, over 6 days ago.
Was when he was a different body at the time. It was funny.
Well, not to sound rude for you, but just in case there isn't air in there and you can't do your transforming thing, are you, capable in this form?
I have my tricks.
The transformer thing is fairly important for this ruse to work. I would, why don't you try it now? We could just rig you up with some air before you leave.
Tight fit, but okay.
Oh, I suppose you could go out for the boarding at the cargo bay.
That's how we got him in.
It does vent a bunch of your air when you do that, because it doesn't have a airlock really down there. So you're basically just sealing the door. And then
Well, I suppose we could cycle the air back into us from the cargo bay.
Yeah.
Before we open the doors, yeah.
It'll take time, but it doesn't work like a functional.
I'm more concerned with the idea of rigging something airwise up for him with what we have in that big form.
Yeah. I mean, because right now I don't think he has a spacesuit for that form, does he?
No.
I mean, this is kind of meta knowledge since we didn't really necessarily see, but in that big form you do have the vacuum response, right?
Yeah, but that's only a 10-minute thing.
Yeah, that's not a.
Yeah, but if you're causing chaos on the bioship, it's probably enough.
Yeah, but I need to be big before we go.
And then it takes us time to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I hate this. If we. So him being a big monster is very scary and sort of all right, but. Do you reckon they're still going to be scared of it if it's clearly rigged up in, a space outfit?
I reckon they're going to be more frightened of it than they are going to be of, a 4-foot-tall donkey.
Hey, I have I'm very scary, and I could look dead.
Well, I mean, the The point is mostly that they
Actually,
probably, we need to make sure they're not
can use
knowing
that.
what they're dealing with, and that'll be easier if it doesn't look like people, because if they start seeing people attacking them, they're going to assume it's a raid. I want them to assume they're being hit by monsters.
You can always just take the rig off of him right before you guys strike.
Mhm.
Just 10 minutes time.
Oh god, I
for the
just suddenly
suggestion,
had.
Space Voice.
I just had a sudden vision of the Evangelion 5-minute countdown suddenly.
Well, let's get you into the cargo bay then, I guess. Do we have anything we can rig to him?
Well, we used to have a glass helmet.
That would not fit on that
That
head.
would not have fit him in any stretch of the imagination.
Maybe over the muzzle.
Not really. He was pretty big. Might have gotten over the nose, and that would have been about it.
Well, Control V's literally stripping down as they're talking, stuffing
He shuts
his
quick.
and he's stuffing clothing and whatnot into the bag and taking the bag with him this time.
How are you taking the bag?
It's a backpack.
Yeah, just wear it.
Well, I'm
Once
just
I
saying, won't the strap rip when you?
No, I'm not wearing it while I transform.
Okay, because I'm just saying it's like, does the strap get bigger? Is it like, how does
You
this?
just need stretchy straps.
I would assume that at this point, I will say the backpack can be used as something of a side pouch on the big form.
A fanny pack.
Yeah, for the side.
It's,
Don't you
Because I have to have somewhere to carry ammo.
Don't you have tentacles? Could you not just like loop
I could carry
through
it.
it? Yeah.
if everything fails, just have Lily strap it to one of your legs.
Hey, if when we get back, I'll have Lily make an extra big strap.
All right,
but
so
I
you're
can
finishing
carry
with
it.
your bag. Okay.
Wait,
Okay,
yeah,
I
we
just-
have somebody with like 4 points in engineering who's also a seamstress. Can we not make a spacesuit?
No, I don't know if she bought anything that would be space worthy.
I don't.
No,
No, I don't
I have other spacesuits.
You do?
Yeah, I have like 2.
Aren't they for snakes?
Listen, we got somebody with 4 points in engineering who's also a seamstress.
Point out,
Can I?
he made a spacesuit with a glass helmet. Okay.
Could
Touche.
I lay
Fair,
some of our
fair.
bedding to be vacuum rated?
I will take the glass helmet excuse. That does make sense.
Given what she just did, would you trust her to make a spacesuit for Control V?
Well, for one that I'm not wearing, yeah.
Also, while we have spacesuits, I'm again the sheer scale of his head and the helmets we have on hand. That's my sticking point.
Yeah, there is no way with a macro if he doesn't have a special one that it's not gonna work. So all right, so he's got his bag. He has a way to carry his bag. Cause yeah.
He
Let's go.
scratches her head. Why don't you just wear your spacesuit while we head out there, take it off, and do you have vacuum response in this form?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
If the bioship is still alive, then maybe there's still air in it.
Question: why are we taking your stuff out with us?
I need ammo.
Well, you're a monster.
In that moment, Control V is actually pulling down one shoulder, and one of his tentacles kind of pops out of his back and
Whoa!
forms into a rifle.
You got to put clips in that.
Fortunately, yes. It is an actual weapon.
How do you do that, though?
I
Must
have
be for
heard of that, but
specialized
never
ammo.
actually seen it. Wow.
What do
What's
you?
that?
I'm
How
assuming
do
it
you-
must be for specialized ammo.
No, it takes standard ammo.
There is no real standard ammo.
There is no real standard ammo though.
Well, it takes the ammo for the gun.
Yeah, which just means that it can suffer a reload result, basically. It can be jammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't actually need to be ammo.
You don't actually need to have ammo to shove it.
Role-playing wise, I'm saying... Okay, never mind. Let's just move on.
No, it's fine. It's yeah, you wanted to do it. That's fine. Okay. So
in that case,
the way I read it is still used ammo, so if a gun could take other ammos... That's what I was assuming, but if I'm wrong,
just picturing you trying to reload it.
I have another tentacle.
Basically, you'd be taking like a support action for reload, basically to fix the jam or whatever it is. That's usually what the thing
It's because he's got a cramp.
Like,
it's it's cramp.
It's like you get a cramp. You have to shake it back out basically and make it work again. But I just assumed that that's how it worked, and then unless you were doing specialized ammo, it didn't really matter because if you're doing specialized ammo, you lose that whole set of ammo when you have to reload.
Wait, so what were they wearing when they were going back and forth? They had like larger suits?
Were they basic spacesuits, Sam, or were they armored?
They were armored spacesuits because they're dealing with the fact that the tentacles are kind of whipping around a little bit.
Did they have anything that would fit him?
I don't think there were any macros on that crew.
There were no macros in that group.
All right, so maybe we flip the whole thing around, right? Maybe.
Control V standing there naked.
I mean, not that I doubt
Control V is perfectly fine with this. There's like no modesty here.
Not that I doubt your ability to be scary and like a really cool combatant, but I just don't want to condemn you to the void again.
Won't leave me to die.
It's it wasn't easy to get you in here when you were all frozen.
Because it needed a rescue and you don't have another one.
Alright, so maybe we don't use both of you at one time. We can put them along the back end or something like that, wait for you to pull them in case the extra backup is needed.
Well, another thing we could possibly just do is just raid the ship. She tosses me into the ship. I transform inside their ship. She cuts the cables. You take control of their engines. We push off, and we scare the rest of them into the capsule and laugh maniacally.
Yeah, we convince the crew that anybody who's still left on the ship that they're under a monster attack.
We can leave Lily outside. I suppose she could retreat into the bioship. Might give us a place to hide.
Frankly, guys, I can hide amongst the wreckage if need be.
Yeah, it's just more if you can outrun their guns in the process. Plus, their suits probably have thrusters too.
I'm pretty sure I can be faster than them.
Well, I guess we primarily raid the ship. We got to make enough noise outside to make sure they're not all just walking back in, because all that's doing is putting us 3 against 8.
Okay, well, how about I go outside by myself and do that little distracty thing, and you guys head straight for the ship?
I think that's about where we're at.
Okay. I'll get in the airlock again.
Okay, at this point, Control V is getting dressed again.
Yeah. It's alright. Sorry to get you all dressed up for nothing, but I mean, you looked good.
Don't you mean dressed down?
What? No, I mean, like, I typically consider that the clothing a downgrade is what I was getting at with that. I was trying to fill him with confidence.
How do we want to synchronize this? Like, should I just start assaulting them immediately, or?
Well, I would say that I would give a genuine announcement, but you can't fucking hear.
I got this. Taps the wrist.
All right.
Sending her the word now should be.
She's not looking at her text. She's just looking at the stars. Now. Oh, message sent 4 minutes ago.
42 messages.
Now. Then.
How about now?
Now is too late.
You up?
Definitely don't do it now. Then followed by now.
No, not anymore. We're leaving. Bye.
We left. Goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much. We just don't get into position first. We'll try to get down below. Once you start, I don't know if we're all going to be able to sneak by, so once you start making the mess, then we'll go in. Hopefully they won't be looking at us.
Do you want me to wait until you're in to sever the cables?
Yeah, probably. I don't know if they've got any kind of backup on their ship that's going to make it thrust if it disconnects.
Okay.
Well, let's get suited up, bring any spares, and gird your loins.
Bye.
For battle.
Activating airlock cycle.
Alright. The airlock takes a very long time to cycle. As this week's credits roll by. Because there's no way at 15 minutes till.
You don't think we'll be done by then?
No.
I figured we'd all be dead inside of the first raid.
No, I've been listening through this, and no, I don't think so. I think this is gonna take a lot longer for Sam, especially since Sam actually made 2 maps today, thinking that you guys would pick different ones, and there was basically a cruise liner and a lab that got made just in case these, because I figured you'd go for the cruise liner, and Sam didn't think that it was going to be you'd pick the nice TTI target. I thought that would scare you guys away, but I need to remember that won't always work.
Well, and also, we're not focused on the TTI aspect. We're focused on the ship graveyard, and now the shiny new ship.
Graveyard, which was which I was thinking if that would actually be a really nice thing for you guys if you ended up doing that one.
This is why you need to allow us to revisit the old missions, because otherwise you're gonna end up making maps you can never use.
No, see, she's just gonna relabel it as not Moscow cruise liner. This is a ASR cruise liner.
Well, basically, I just have spaceships now, and that's fine because I can have spaceships with different, goals and different people and stuff like that I come up with. So I basically made a spaceship and a science lab today, and I was expecting that. The spaceship though wasn't the one that you guys are going to be working with, so I will probably get that done this week. So we will have the game be done for tonight. Everybody's getting 15 experience points. I forgot to give you guys this earlier, but you get 1 XP for Amelia's recap.
Yay.
It's not quite as much as the one we get for, doing in-character recaps, but it was still a good one.
Next time it's my turn, I'll do something fancy.
Alright.
I'll do a recap next week, because I've not done it in a long time. But this week, my throat is horrendous.
Yes. Well, it's okay, because it's past the point of recap anyway.
Yeah.
And actually, I do keep a document with all of the previous missions in it, because I'm basically making sure I don't give you guys the exact same mission again.
Oh.
Can we have this new ship look like the Betty from Alien 4, also known as the only good thing to come from that movie?
The only good thing to come from that movie. Although gun wheelchair was pretty great.
Gun wheelchair, I suppose.
Awesome?
Gun wheelchair was pretty amazing.
I like that
ship
though.
The new ship to look like. Actually, the neat thing is it's actually not too far off from what I was building. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Stram. Thanks for joining. I close the stream now.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna say ta-ta. This
Bye.
has been a fan parody of the HST. Please support the official release.